Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. First time watching you. My TV broke. Thanks for the commentary. No problem, Just Austin. No problem, big dog. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. We're in this game. We gotta catch up here. It's 8:40 to go in the first. They're already battling it out. They're already going at it. Let's go ahead and get the game cast up. Let's jump right into it. Good. Zoom out a little bit. We have some things to talk about. We'll continue the celebration all day long. The footbag will be highlighted for sure, absolutely. Game cast. Here we go. SGA going to the foul line. OKC with a 2-point lead early here against San Antonio, and we are off and running, y'all. We are off and running. Here we go. There we go. Cool. Beautiful. Awesome. Always sucks having to switch streams like that. I wish YouTube could fix that a little bit better, but here we go. We're still here. I'm sweating. I'm dripping sweat. It is all over my Santa hat. All over my Santa hat. Oof. Just Dawson says, smooth transition. I wish it could be smoother, but I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Robespierre said, on the first day of Christmas, a Knicks win sent to me and Kolek hit the big three. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Starting this game off already. Let's get the score right. It is 16-12 after SGA made 2 free throws. There's 8:25 to go. We will catch up, and they call a moving screen on the Spurs. Ball going back to the Thunder here. Get the scores ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then boom, boom. It is 16-12, and we are here. We're going to get a timeout from the Spurs. So we have more than enough time. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet. Here we go. Lou Dort bringing it down. Get it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top being guarded by Cornette. Coming to his right. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to his left. Down the lane. Flips it up. A lob up top to Harnstein with a two-handed throwdown. And now a timeout for the Spurs. It is 18-12. Mark said, family time. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mark. Enjoy your time today with the family. Merry Christmas to you and all. Kolek was a plus 24, John Mosgrove. Absolutely, John. Absolutely. Jack Muniz. Knicks. What a Christmas miracle. What a Christmas miracle they were able to pull off. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. You know, I was trying to feed that narrative a little bit. You know, there was a lot of pessimism in the chat. A lot of pessimism from me. And you guys know I lean more towards optimism. But I was saying, you know, it was a 12-point game and they weren't even playing particularly well. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility they can catch fire here and pull this one off. It's what happens. What happens. Susan hit the like button. New game, y'all. Appreciate you, Susan. Appreciate you. Here we go. We're back in. Keno Hart said Spurs are still bringing Wemby off the bench. Come on, man. Yeah, I also find it very weird that they're still bringing him off the bench. Right? Like, I get it. 2-3 games, bring him off the bench, work him back in slowly. I think it's time to put him back in the starting lineup, right? Like, Mo said, still pumped with the Knicks win. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Caught Context. What's up, Caught? Which team do I bet on? I mean, look, if you want to play the betting game, you probably bet the Spurs way just because the Spurs won the first two. I don't see the Thunder getting swept by the Spurs in the regular season here, but I don't know. Me personally, I'm rooting for the Spurs here tonight yet again. Now, Dimitri said, I restarted my computer. Great win for the Knicks. I'll be back. Appreciate you now. Appreciate you. Lorenzod. What's up, Lorenzod? As good as the defending champ Thunder have been this year, the Spurs have been a thorn in their side. The Thunder are 0-2 against the Spurs. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Losing the other day, the 23rd. They played 2 days ago. And the Spurs ended up beating them by 20. The final score was by 20. Right? I mean, it was like a 12-point game with like 2-ish minutes to go. And the Thunder waved the white flag and put their bench in. But they ran that score up, and the score ended 130-110. Right? Judge that said Wemby sixth man easy. Man, yeah, he's just trying to pad his award stats, right? He's just trying to pad his accolades. He's like, let me get a sixth man of the year award under my belt, right? I'm gonna have defensive player of the year awards. I'm probably gonna win MVPs. Let me knock out a sixth man of the year award. 8 minutes to go. We are now caught up with our timer. We're actually a little ahead now. Mo said Wemby is still not fit and has a history of injuries. I mean, he's been back a couple of games now. You know, like when is he gonna be? When is he gonna be fit? Right? Lorenzo said, I'll say the Thunder. You can't have the defending champs losing on Christmas Day. It would make for great commentary, though. It would make for a great discussion. Nixon said, thanks, Sheffy. Thank you, Nixon. Thank you. Bible said, hit the like button. 156 people watching. Absolutely, man. I mean, listen, I think you guys already gave me the Christmas gift with how much you guys were supporting that Knicks game, man. My goodness. My goodness. Lionel said, is the game on already? How do you switch so fast? Hey, man, we got to keep it moving. Games don't stop. I wish we had at least like a 10-minute in between each game, but they got to get these games going. They won 5 games on Christmas Day. The last game starts at 10:30, so we got to get through them. Here we go. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. We are back, and here we go. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. They get over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Holmgren. Barnes looking for somebody. They get over to Fox. Fox down the lane. Stop. Hesitates. Kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell on the left wing. Gets stripped. No, gets fouled. And he's going to go for 2 free throws at the foul line with just under 8 to go. Lorenzo said, I'm also looking forward to Cooper Flagg first Christmas Day game. I forgot Cooper Flagg. I understood that the Mavs were playing today on Christmas Day. I completely forgot. And it's 3 free throws for Vassell, by the way. He was behind the three-point line. Wow. I just didn't even enter my mind that it also just meant that Cooper Flagg was also making his Christmas Day debut. And he's coming off a 39-9 game. So he's ready to go. He's playing extremely well. Cam said, UDEV said that 12-point lead was not safe for the Cavs and was right. We've just seen the Knicks do it multiple times. They were also similarly down, I think, 12 to the Spurs in the fourth quarter before making that comeback. Maybe it wasn't 12 in the fourth quarter. It was definitely 12 in that third quarter against the Spurs. They're capable of doing it, man. As long as there's more than 6 minutes remaining in the quarter, I just have the faith and belief that they can pull it off. Vassell goes 2 for 3 from the foul line, so it's 14-18, 7:50 to go. Here we go. Dort bringing it down. Gets it over to SGA, being guarded by Castle. Vassell switches onto him, coming to his left. They swing it out to Holmgren. A right wing 3 over Barnes. Holmgren can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Hartenstein knocks it out of Cornette's hands. They swing it over to Dort. Dort on the relocation 3, and he gets that one to go down. 21-14, 7:30 to go. And now we can start a timer. And we are synced up. Castle coming to his right. Holmgren switched onto him. Castle pulls it back out. Directing traffic, calling for a screen from Cornette. Tonight's game is in Oklahoma City, by the way, and this is a tough place to play. This is a strong home court as Fox calmly answers that 3 with a 3 of his own. Here comes SGA bringing it down against Castle. Coming to his right off the Hartenstein screen. Down against Cornette. Gets leaned into the air. Gets swatted out of there by Cornette. J-Dub able to pick up the loose ball, though. They swing it out the Dort. A 3 over Castle. Well contested. But Lou Dort delivers another 3 back-to-back possessions for Lou Dort, knocking down the deep ball. Castle coming to his right at the Cornette screen. Driving it down in the lane. Stops. Pulls it back out. Has it along the baseline. Hartenstein switched on to him. Crossover, step back, baseline jumper. Got it to go for Steph Castle. Here comes J-Dub bringing it down the other way. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Crosses over to his left off the Hartenstein screen. Making away down the lane to his right hand. Stop. Pump fake. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Excellent defense from the Spurs. Kicks it all the way back out to SGA by the half-court line. Shot clock winding down. He's coming to his left off the Hartenstein screen. Stop. Gets caught in the air. Leaves off for Hartenstein. Throws up the floater. Got it to go. Hartenstein, we do know, is deadly with that floater. Wemby on the bench, looking to check in for the first time tonight. We are at the halfway point of this first quarter. Castle, down the lane, stops, coming to his left. Pump fake, gets caught up in the air, tries to leave it off for Cornette. Good defense from Hartenstein, picks it off. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA has it up top. Cornette switched on to SGA. This is a big-time mismatch. They swing it out. J-Dub, a right wing 3. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Cornette with the rebound. Over to Vassell. Hit head to Castle, putting his head down, attacking. Bump Euro, goes up, layup, got it to go. I mean, this dude, it doesn't matter who's down there. He's just more athletic. Rises up right over J-Dub, who's athletic in himself. And Castle gets the layup to go. J-Dub has it up top, crosses over to his left, down the lane. Stop, leans in, step back, foul line, fall away jumper. Got it to go. Smooth move from J-Dub. These two teams going back and forth right now. 7-point lead for the Thunder. De'Aaron Fox shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. A little fall away jumper in the paint. Over Dort, can't get it to go. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Here comes SGA. Jay Hammer said they played like 4 times in 9 days. They did play a lot. SGA up top, in and out dribble. Coming to his left off the Harnstein screen. Driving it down. Leans in. Step back. Mid-range jumper over Harrison Barnes. Can't get it to go. Fox bringing it down the other way. They swing it over to Castle. Castle. Cross-court pass. Fox. Left wing. Pump fake. Fly-by defense from SGA. Resets himself and knocks down the three. And a timeout from Oklahoma City. As the Thunder are back within 4. And Wemby's at the scores table getting ready to check in for the first time tonight. Lorenzo said Wemby is about to come back onto the floor after the next break in the action. Yep. Timeout from the Thunder here. Wemby will be back into the game for the first time tonight, as he's now coming off the bench until he is fully healed from his injury. JLV said, how many points for Chet? So we have 4 points for Chet. 4 points for Chet. We can do this. We can do this. First time out. Do we still celebrate the Knicks? Are we still celebrating the Knicks, y'all? Let's do it. Let's do it. Jackson Hyera. What's up, Jack? I don't know why, but I'm here for the Spurs. I'm here for the Spurs too, Jax. I'm here for the Spurs too. I just when you're at the top of the mountain like the Thunder are, and everybody's climbing to get to where you are, I'm looking to pull you down, man. I'm definitely looking to pull you down. Chris Baskerville, what's up, Chris? Donovan Mitchell with 34 points tonight. They put the clamps on Garland in the second half. Zooming in a little bit here. They put the clamps on Garland in the second half. 20 points for Garland. 10 assists for him. How many turnovers? 4 turnovers, though. They did start turning him over a little bit in that second half. Let's catch the bag then. Let's go Spurs. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Chris Baskerville said, how about that boy Clarkson? I knew you were going to mention Clarkson, Chris. I knew the Clarkson conversation was going to come up because, boy, oh boy, does he need a round of applause for Jordan Clarkson. 25 big old points, Chris. Big old points. They needed every single point. Clarkson provided 5 threes for Jordan Clarkson today. Like the San Antonio game, lights are brightest. Jordan Clarkson has showed up for this New York Knicks team. So as much as I've talked about, oh man, I'd replace Jordan Clarkson with Tyler Kolek. I mean, Tyler Kolek, heck of a game as well. 16, 3, and 9 off the bench. Oh my goodness, with only 2 turnovers? Oh my goodness, Tyler Kolek continues to announce himself to the NBA world. That boy's good. That boy's also good. Huck Porty played the 4 minutes in the first quarter because of the 2 fouls on Robinson and the 2 fouls on Towns. Robinson, 17 minutes, did not score. 0 for 2 from the foul line, unfortunately. 13 big old rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. You'll love to see that. 8 offensive rebounds, majority of them coming in the fourth quarter, by the way. I mean, this is a dude who just plays winning basketball. I don't know how much more simpler I could say it. Susan said, prelude to the Western Conference Finals. There's a lot of good Western Conference teams. You got Houston, you got Denver, you got San Antonio. Obviously, you have OKC. Only 2 teams can make it. Only 2 teams can make it. Shout out Mo Diawara for his 5 points, by the way. We needed all 5 points from Mo Diawara in that 4-minute stretch. Needed it. I'm also going to take this jacket off. My goodness. Kay Hazy said Mitch was clutch. Yeah, he was clutch in his own way. Those offensive rebounds in that fourth quarter, man, needed every single one of them. Absolutely needed them. Whew. Sweating, y'all. Sweating. Shoulders hurting. Got to stretch them out. Yeah. 13 rebounds for Mitch tonight, 8 of them being offensive. I mean, he's almost like an offense onto himself. Jalen Brunson with 6 threes today, 8 for 10 from the foul line, 4 assists, 3 turnovers. Not the greatest game from Jalen Brunson. I know the stat line looks good with 34 points, 10 for 25 from the field, 6 for 12 from 3, 8% from the foul line. It's like, oh, Jalen Brunson, yeah, he did Jalen Brunson things out there. Did not like the way he played today. Didn't really like the way he played. But he did just enough in order for the Knicks to pull out the victory. Bunch of clutch buckets for Captain Clutch, as always. As always. But here we go. We got another game to pay attention to. Here we go. And SGA has it up top being guarded by Castle. Coming to his left. Vassell switched onto him. They kick it out to Caruso. A left wing 3. Can't get it to go. Comes up short. Lou Dort with the rebound as Castle mistimes the jump. They can swing it out to Joe. Now over to SGA being guarded by Vassell. Coming to his left. Leaning in. All the way to the basket. Scoop with the right hand. Got it to go. I forgot to give the Spurs their 3. I gave it to the Thunder. My bad. It's 30-24. There we go. Castle crosses over to his left. Down the lane, gets stripped by Caruso. Excellent defense from him. SGA hit ahead to Joe. Joe crosses over to his right, attacking along the baseline, goes up, shoves it over to Kenrich Williams. Excellent drop-off pass from Isaiah Joe as Wemby was coming over. Wrapped it right around his belly for the drop-off pass. Thunder back up by 8. Dylan Harper is also back in the game here, driving it down to his right, kicks it in the corner to Keldon Johnson. A right corner through for Keldon Johnson. and gets like a Halliburton bounce out of the corner. I don't think I've ever seen that. Hit the back of the rim out of the corner, bounced straight up and came back down for Keldon Johnson for a three. My goodness, soft touch there. SGA down the lane behind, crazy behind the back pass to a wide open Caruso, right corner, can't get it to go. Wemby snatches the rebound away. And now here comes Castle bringing it down. Castle has it up top. It's a 5-point game. Putting his head down, attacking, goes right to the basket. Layup, can't get it to go, but a foul on SGA will send Castle to the foul line for 2 free throws. Forgot to restart the timer. We got 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Raf Torres said, let's go Spurs. I feel like a lot of people are going to start rooting for the Spurs. Not even because I think we want the Spurs to win it all, even though they are a pretty likable team right now. What is that? That 70s Band Live with the membership? Appreciate you, that 70s Band Live. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Very generous of you. Lorenzo, this is also Wemby's first Christmas Day game, too. It is not. They played the Knicks last year, Lorenzo. They played the Knicks last year. Remember he had that, did he have like a 40 game? 40-point game? I think he had a 40-point game last year on Christmas Day, but couldn't outdo Mikal Bridges, who had 42 that night. This is Wemby's second Christmas Day game. Played last year in the Garden. Castle knocked down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Jackson Hira said, I do want the Spurs to win. I'm with you. I'm rooting for the Spurs. I'm less rooting for the Spurs and more rooting against the Thunder. Castle does miss the second free throw. Harper has it up top to get over to SGA. SGA being guarded by Castle, coming to his left. Wemby switched on to him off the screen. SGA bump, fall away at the foul line. Got it to go. Audacious step back jumper over Wemby. Got it to go because that's what he does. Harper gets it into Wemby, being guarded by Caruso. Wemby coming to his left. They show two. Picks up his handle. Along the baseline to Keldon Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Holmgren. Johnson's looking to drive. Stop, turn, spin, goes up, gets fouled by Chet Holmgren. He's going to the foul line for 2. 3 minutes to go. So many new members today. All the generosity you guys have given the community. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Jay Hammer said, Chef, you channel awesome. Appreciate you, Jay Hammer. Appreciate you, man. 3 minutes to go. Keldon Johnson at the foul line for 2. This is the first one. Got another one coming. It is a 6-point lead, 34-28 for the Thunder. It is in Oklahoma City. As Keldon Johnson misses both free throws. Brother, you need one of them, man. You need one of them. Can't be missing free throws against this Thunder team. Got to play a close to perfect game in order to beat them. SGA, quick crossover to his right, down the lane, pass fake, kicks it out. Caruso, another wide open corner 3. Can get it to go as he chucks up an air ball. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. Harper turning on the Jets, turbo mode, down the lane, steps through, gets the layup to go against Isaiah Joe and Kason Wallace. Dylan Harper looking like a 10-year vet out there with that transition bucket. Here comes Wallace bringing it down the other way against Julian Champagnie. Coming to his right off the screen. Now coming to his left as Fox is also back in the game. They kick it out to Holmgren. Holmgren being guarded by Johnson. Stops, turns, has it in the post now, spins, coming down, kicks it out to Caruso. Caruso driving to his right on Wemby. To the basket, layup, got it to go for Caruso against Wembanyama. Wemby, not the dominant shot blocker, rim protector so far here tonight that he is obviously known for good reason, because he is that guy. But so far, not tonight. Thunder not having a ton of issues scoring over him in the paint. Harper swings it over to Fox, inside to Wemby. Wemby gets fouled. And the one against Chet Holmgren will send Wembanyama to the foul line for one more free throw, as he knocked the bucket down anyway. It's a 4-point game with Wemby going to the foul line for one more. Now, Dimitri, what's up, Niall? I can hear you again. Great win for the Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Absolutely, Niall. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Spurs are very, very annoyed with some of the fouls being called so far. But you know what? They built up the reputation as a bit of a hack team. A lot of coaches complaining. Now making it very obvious, very apparent that it is very annoying for the to play against, with them hacking and whacking away and nothing being called. And now calling it pretty tight so far. Wembanyama does knock down his and one free throw. It is a 3-point game with under 2 to go. Kason Wallace bringing it down against Harper. Swing it over to Joe. Isaiah Joe up top. They swing it back to Wallace, back to Joe. Now over to SGA, being guarded by Wembanyama. Pump fakes, coming to his right, leans in, throws up the floater. In and out, can't get it to stay. Johnson with the rebound. And a foul in SGA. And SGA looks like he's losing his cool a little bit. We've seen him very frustrated so far to start the game. Not something you normally see. Normally calm, cool, and collected. Now Wembanyama back at the foul line because the Spurs are in the bonus. Arpon official? What's up, Arpon? OKC, lots of injuries? Which ones, brother? Which ones? I got Harnstein out there. SGA is out there. J-Dub is out there. Holmgren is out there. Your big three's out there. I believe AJ Mitchell is available. Which injuries? Arpon, which injuries? I don't think they have nearly as many injuries as the bench. Which guy's on the bench, brother? Let me know. Who's not playing today? Who's out? I did not look at the injury report. Wembanyama does rattle in both free throws. It is a 1-point game. I gave 2 points to the wrong side yet again. My goodness, my bad. It is 35-36. SGA has it up top, coming to his right. The Spurs are in a 2-3 zone, by the way. SGA has it. Cross-court pass. Caruso, right corner three. They've been daring him to shoot. He's been throwing up air balls. Misses yet another one. Johnson with the rebound, hit ahead to Harper. Harper bringing it down. Spins to his right, behind the back. Has it on the right wing. Now going to slow it down. Dancing with it. Being guarded by Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe, not a bad defender, but also not known for his defense. Cross-court pass to Champagnie. Back up top to Harper. Harper coming to his right. Bump, lean in, step back, mid-range jumper. Rattles it in for Dylan Harper. I mean, this kid just gets better game after game after game, and the Spurs have taken a 1-point lead, 37-36. Under a minute to go. Forgot to restart the timer. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Harper. Coming to his left. Stop. Spin. In the lane. Kicks out to Holmgren. Holmgren coming to his left. In the lane. Pump fake. Pump fake. Gets Wemby caught in the air, and Wemby ends up fouling him. It's going to send Holmgren to the foul line for 2. And whatever it is between these two guys, Wemby and Holmgren don't like each other. I love it. I love every piece of it. Love every piece of it. Arpon said, for the second half, brother, bench for the second half, how are they playing halves, both halves with starter? I'm not going to lie, Arpon, I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Lorenzo said Thunder fans are going in on the refs by that foul by Holmgren on Wemby. Yeah, the Holmgren foul on Wemby previously were a little touch foul. Yeah. I get it. Is Wemby coming out of the game now? Wemby back out. Good 5-minute stretch for Wemby there. David Jr. said one of the best Knicks wins of the year for the Knicks. One of the best wins for the Knicks this year. Absolutely, I have to agree. Christmas Day, pulling that one out. Absolutely. Holmgren misses both free throws. Oh my, the missed free throws so far tonight. Fox has it up top. Dancing with it against Wallace. Step back, mid-range, fall away. Ooh, smooth move for De'Aaron Fox. My goodness. Had him on skates there. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way, being guarded by the rookie Harper. Coming to his right up the Caruso screen, mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Johnson with the rebound. Here comes Dylan Harper. This is OKC. Does San Antonio have OKC's number? Holding on to a 3-point lead here. Harper waving off Keldon Johnson. He said, let's wind down the clock down a little bit more. They get it into Johnson, middle of the lane, attacking Holmgren. He leans in. Holmgren hits the floor. Johnson gets his offensive rebound and put back. And now a 5-point lead. SGA pushing it. To Caruso. Caruso, right wing three. He's been misfiring all night. Continues to misfire. Terrible shot. Ball into the hands of Kayson Wallace, who misses the putback. Holmgren doesn't get it off in time. He missed it anyway. And the first quarter, 41 first-quarter points for the San Antonio Spurs against what is supposed to be the most dominant defense we've seen in NBA history. And the Spurs are tearing it to shreds with a limited Victor Wembanyama. Get these OKC frauds up out of here. They're not frauds. They'll be there at the end. But my goodness, does it look like, so far, it's a long game, 36 minutes of basketball remaining. Does it look like the San Antonio Spurs have the Oklahoma City Thunder's number right now? My goodness. David Osh Jr. said, Deuce or Shamit, going to lose minutes the way Kolek and my boy JC playing. I want Deuce McBride before I want Jordan Clarkson in the game 10 times out of 10, no hesitation. Every single time. I want Deuce McBride before I want Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson, extremely useful, extremely valuable player. Absolutely. Deuce McBride is not losing minutes to Jordan Clarkson. I'll tell you that. Defense is far too important. Far too important. This Tyler Kolek thing, though, I'm telling you, listen, they have 4 small guards that they got to figure out how to play. Now, Shamit's not like a small guard. He's 6'5". He's more of a wing guard. So I guess you could have him in there more as a 3. But it's going to be hard for Mike Brown to figure out playing time for all of these guys. Because all of them deserve playing time. Now, Dimitri said, OMG, imagine when those 3 players come back. Could be, isn't always a good thing. Isn't always a good thing. Arpon said, check the injuries for the benches today. Okay. I mean, I wasn't the one who brought up the injuries, brother, but I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Injuries for the Thunder. Who's not playing today? Ousmane Dieng, big man Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell is out. The only guy that really matters for this Thunder team is AJ Mitchell, brother. That is a pretty big loss for the Thunder. He is their backup guard. Everybody else is healthy. There's zero excuse for the Thunder. The New York Knicks are missing 2 of their best backup guards, and Josh Hart went out in the 3rd quarter with an ankle sprain, and they still pulled out the victory. If you're using injuries as an excuse for the Thunder being down to the Spurs right now, my man, that is some copium to the fullest. The Flea said, the team is so talented I could cry. Damn near injury-proof past the 5th man. I mean, I don't want to test the limits of that, Fleas. You're not entirely wrong, obviously, but I definitely don't want to test the limits of that. You know, Josh Hart now being out, probably going to miss extended time, is a huge loss for the Knicks, considering they don't really have anybody to replace Josh Hart, like nobody his size. You know, like who do you put in the starting lineup? Like Kolek? You know, you're already playing small with Anunoby at the 4 in the starting lineup. So, do you go back to Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup? No Josh Hart? I don't know. Larry Adams, what's up, Larry? Dog Catcher said, Thunder on the naughty list eternally. Here we go. We're going to start the 2nd quarter here. And here comes Fox bringing it down. Fox has it on the right wing. Get it over to Champagnie. Hands it off to Harper. Harper coming to his right, dancing with it. Quick crossover to his right. Stop, leans in, pump fake, steps through. Puts up the floater. Got it to go. Dylan Harper. I mean, geez Louise. 7-point lead has opened up. 7-point lead has opened up for the San Antonio Spurs here. My math was correct initially. Harnstein hands it off to Aaron Wiggins. Throws a lob to Harnstein. Crazy lob pass, but a foul is called. A late foul call on Cornette. Harnstein hits the floor. Cornette hits the floor. So it should be 2 free throws for Harnstein. Jack Simonson? What's up, Jack? Morning booze? Now, Dimitri, let's go Spurs. Jackson Hyera, let's go Spurs. Larry Adams said, go back to Mitch. Oh, go back to Mitch in the starting lineup for the Knicks? Yeah, I think so. I think you have to. I don't think there's anybody, like, you don't have, if Shamit was available, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, throw Shamit in the starting lineup. But, keep Mitch coming off the bench. I like him going up against backup bigs, dominating the glass that way. But, yeah, with nobody really available, McBride or, even if McBride was available, I'd probably go to McBride. But Harnstein knocks down both of them. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Swings it over to Harper. Harper coming to his right, being guarded by Wiggins now in a switch. Harper's been cooking them off the bounce. Crosses over again. Stop, turn, spin in the lane. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off for Cornette at the last second. This kid Dylan Harper, my goodness. If he was on a different team and he was able to start, this kid would be in the running for Rookie of the Year as well. My goodness, is he good. J-Dub crossing over to his left. Stop, step back. Kicks it up top to Kenrich Williams. Hands it off to Aaron Wiggins. Crossing over down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Got it to go for Aaron Wiggins. Smooth move for the man who saved basketball, Aaron Wiggins. Back to a 5-point game, 45-40. Fox bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Wallace. 10:40 to go. Fox coming to his left, snaking it back to his right hand. Has it in the paint. Pass fake. Fall away jumper over Wallace. Got it to go to Aaron Fox. The guards for San Antonio cooking Oklahoma City off the bounce so far. J-Dub bringing it down against Fox. J-Dub has it up top, coming to his right, behind the back, coming to his left. Smooth move from him. Tagging Cornette. Flips it up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Kenrich Williams with the rebound. Knocked out of his hands. It's going to stay with the Thunder. Now, Dimitri said it's 1999 all over again. If we get a Spurs-Knicks matchup in the finals yet again, my goodness. Jay Hammer said we'll be in the finals, probably not winning, but at least we'll be as good as Ewing's teams. I don't know, brother. Once you make it to the finals, anybody can win. Once you make it there, you're good enough to make it there. Harnstein off the inbounds against Wemby. Leans in, kicks it out. Pump fake, tries to kick it back. Good hands from Champagny. Ball knock loose. Harnstein has it. Inside the Wallace, tries to shovel it over to Wiggins. Knocked out of the air by Fox, and 1.3 on the clock for the Thunder here. Excellent defense from the Spurs. And a full timeout from the Thunder. Wembanyama's back in, by the way. Jackson said, no way the Spurs in the NBA Finals. We've seen crazier things happen. Listen, once you have, I understand the youth thing, and I agree with you. I think it's a very low chance they make it to the finals, but I don't think there's no chance. I don't think there's no chance. Very low chance, but I don't think there's none. Mostly because once you have an MVP level player on your team, if he is surrounded by really good, capable role players, and he has an all-star point guard by his side, and De'Aaron Fox, he's got the young guy exceeding expectations, and Steph Castle. He's got Vassell, who's excelling in his role. You got Cornette as a great backup big. You have this wild card in Dylan Harper, who's like, oh my goodness, as a rookie, this kid's ready to go. Once you have an MVP level player on your team, because that's what Wembanyama is this year, he's upgraded his game even further, you can compete for a championship, right? As long as you have a good rotation of players, you can absolutely compete for a championship. They could get there. The youth is probably the thing that will hold them back, which is why their chances diminish even more. But they can make it. I could see a world where they make it. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Do you think Kolek should start over Josh? Not a healthy Josh Hart, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not a healthy Josh Hart. Kolek needs to be part of the rotation, though. This just opens up more avenues for the Knicks, maybe even in the trade market, because now maybe you have Clarkson available, maybe you have McBride available, maybe you have Shamet available, who knows? Maybe you have Tyler Kolek himself available. Who knows? Who knows? It just opens up the avenue for the Knicks to make deals now, right? Because now they have an actual young player who has legit trade value. I mean, what Tyler Kolek is doing right now is valuable to other basketball teams trying to win basketball games, right? Now, I don't want to trade. Trust me, I don't want to trade Tyler Kolek. I don't want to trade anybody. Lorenz said, yeah, too early for the Spurs to be in the finals. However, the Spurs won their first championship in Tim Duncan's second year. Let's not talk about the team they beat. Well, the difference also as well, you're correct, but also the difference is that Tim Duncan was a fully polished player by the time he came to the NBA, coming from Wake Forest, right? So, Wemby is still raw and learning on the fly, even as good as he is. Andrew Slarg, what's up, Andrew? Wemby needs a Neuralink connected to Popovich's thoughts. You might be able to read his mind with how connected those guys are. Kinahara, good point. Well, Tim Duncan had David Robinson. Yeah, he also had an MVP level caliber big man alongside of him as well. So, yeah. Kinahara said David Robinson had a scoring title. Yeah. Didn't he also have an MVP? Didn't he win MVP once? He got one MVP, doesn't he? I know he was past his prime at that point. He was still excellent, don't get me wrong, but doesn't he have an MVP? Jay Hammer said, Wemby doesn't need much coaching. Very gifted player who must be eliminated by supernatural causes. He does need a lot of coaching. Every superstar player needs a lot of coaching. They get it into Wiggins. Wiggins a straightaway three. Terrible defense from the Spurs. Excellent play from the Thunder there. They had 1.3 on the clock. Great timeout from Coach Dagnall to drop a play there. They needed it. Wiggins knocks it down straight away. Harper gets it into Wemby. Wemby bully balling his way to the basket against Harnstein. Gets the putback dunk. My goodness. And the Thunder look frustrated out there, arguing and screaming at the ref. My goodness. Wiggins has it up top, crossing over to his left, pulls it back out, crossing back over, down the lane, kicks it out to Kenrich Williams, way over his head, out of bounds. Aaron Wiggins doing too much there. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. They're holding on to this 6-point lead, 49-43. Harper has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. Gets it over to Wemby. Wemby in the high post. Kicks it out to Harper. Harper, a right wing three. They give it to him. Throws up a brick. Hartenstein with the rebound. Here comes Cason Wallace bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Champagnie. They swing it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein hands it off to Kenrich Williams, dancing with it against Keldon Johnson. They hand it off to Hartenstein. Hartenstein gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub dancing with it, dancing around on a Hartenstein screen, directing traffic, waving guys away. Coming to his left at the Hartenstein screen, down the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Wiggins, the left corner three. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked into the air. Cason Wallace able to pick it up. They sprayed it over to Williams, over to J-Dub. J-Dub over to Wiggins. Wiggins down the lane, high floater, can't bank it in. Good contest from Wemby, and he snags the rebound. Here comes Fox, cross-court pass to Harper. Harper can't get it inside to Wemby. They hit him with the offensive foul on Kenrich Williams, and Wemby runs over to the ref to hear an explanation. A little bit of a flop from Kenrich Williams. Maybe a lot of bit of a flop. But it looked like maybe their feet got tied up. I don't think that's a foul on Wemby, though. Either way, it worked out in favor of the Thunder there. And Wemby and Williams having a friendly chat, I assume. There's a ton of pleasantries, I'm sure, being exchanged between the two of them. Cason Wallace bringing it down against Vassell. Coming to his right off the Holmgren screen. Gets it over to Holmgren up top. Coming to his left. Kicks it over to J-Dub. J-Dub. Jab step, pump fake. Swings it over to Wallace. Wallace being guarded by Johnson. Crossing over to his left. Down the lane. Goes up with the high floater. Can't get it to go. Champagnie secures the rebound. Swings it out to Johnson. Keldon Johnson, in and out dribble, coming to his right, blows right past J-Dub to the basket, scoop layup, can't get it to go. Fighting for his own offensive rebound, ball knocked out to Vassell, back to Johnson. Johnson in the right corner, sets his feet and fires, shoots up an air ball. Keldon Johnson doing a little too much there. Get it back up top and reset the offense. Aaron Wiggins dancing with it against Champagnie, in and out dribble, behind the back, kicks it up top to Williams. They swing it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Vassell. Now Castle switches on to him. J-Dub dancing with it, coming to his left. Stop, pump fake, goes up, fall away jumper. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Off of Wembanyama. It's going to stay here with the Thunder. Lorenzot said the Thunder crowd roared when that foul call was on Wemby. Aaron Wiggins gets it up top. Kenrich Williams dancing with it against Vassell. Crosses over down the lane. Can't get it to go. Good block from Champagnie, who came from the weak side. Wemby didn't even have to come over to block it. Champagnie did. Barnes stops, turns, spins, leans in against Holmgren. Stops, turns, spins again. They kick it up top to Wembanyama, and Kenrich Williams rips it out of his hands and saves it over to J-Dub. Kenrich Williams, a heck of a play. J-Dub down the lane, can't get the scoop layup to go. Battle for a loose ball rebound. Cason Wallace dives onto it, saves it out to J-Dub, driving to his left, down the lane, a lot of contact, and finally a foul is called, and J-Dub trying to hype up the crowd. Very physical down there in Oklahoma City right now. And J-Dub is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Just got to knock him down. I don't know how that's not a foul on Kenrich Williams. Grabbed the arms of Wemby as he fell to the floor before tiring him up there and ripping the ball away. So J-Dub's at the foul line for 2. Misses the first free throw. All that hooting and hollering, J-Dub. Can't be missing free throws, brother. Hara said, man, Denver is a snake-bitten team. Now Cam Johnson's down 2. Basically, it's Jokic, Jamal, Star, and a bunch of guys named Ronnie. Come on, big dog. Yeah, Cam Johnson now down 2. Christian Brown should be returning pretty soon. Now Demetri said, ball don't lie. J-Dub missed the first one. You got to get one, brother. Got to get one. Comes up well short on the second one. All that hooting and hollering from J-Dub just to smoke a couple of free throws. Come on, big dog. Castle bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Wallace. Castle has it up top, attacking to his left, leaves it off for Vassell. Vassell swings through to his right, down the lane, stops, throws a lob up to Wemby, gets contested by Holmgren. Good contest from Holmgren. And the Thunder pull down the rebound. Here comes J-Dub, bringing it down the other way, coming to his right. Stop, pump fake, shovels it inside the Holmgren, goes up, gets the layup to go for Chet Holmgren. And now here comes Castle bringing it down. It's back to a 4-point game. Under 7 to go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Crossing over to his right. And a foul in case on Wallace. Now, Dimitri, Paul, don't lie. No, don't. No, don't. Akil Chauvet? What's up, Akil? Wemby? Love Wemby. I do love watching Wemby. Starting to become one of my favorite players in the league to watch. They get it in the Barnes. Barnes has it up top. Barnes being guarded by Holmgren. Barnes coming to his left. They're trying to get it to Wemby. They get it to Wemby out by the three-point line, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Swings through to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Rattles on the rim, rolls around, and he gets a nice friendly bounce. Hit every part of the rim before falling through the middle. 2 points for the Spurs, 51-45. J-Dub up top, attacking to his left, takes a bump, flips it up at the rim, can't get it to go down, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Approaching the halfway point here in the second quarter. It's a 6-point game. This is a tough, tough battle. These two teams clearly do not like each other. Chad, what's up, Chad? The Spurs have our number this season. Lost 2 games already to them. Absolutely. Absolutely. We watched the first one here on the channel, the Vegas game. Could not watch the other night because the Knicks were playing the Timberwolves at the time. But they did lose, and the final score did end up being 20. I know it was like a 12-ish, 14-ish point game by the time the Spurs, the Thunder waved the white flag. And AJ with the subscription, appreciate you. AJ Alla to the world. They did split the free throws. It's 51-46. Barnes has it up top. They swing it over to Champagny. Champagny on the left wing, sets his feet and fires. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Barnes able to chase it down. Pass fake, throws up the floater. Harrison Barnes gets it to go. Big time shot for Barnes, who's more known for his three-point shooting at this point in his career than driving it and finishing. J-Dub has it up top, dancing with it. Spins to his right, down the lane, loses the handle. Ball knocked loose. Wiggins able to pick it up, being guarded by Champagny. Spins to his right, down the lane, gets swatted out of there by Wemby. Now here comes Barnes bringing it down the other way. Shovels it over to Castle. It's a 5-on-4. Castle crossover down the lane. Goes up. Gets fouled by Lou Dort. Castle going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Quick crossover. Ooh. Steph Castle between the legs. Hezzy cross back to his right hand on J-Dub. J-Dub, where have you been defensively, big dog? And Steph Castle going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Castle with the foul line for 2. Got to knock down your free throws. Knocks down the first one. We are just coming off watching J-Dub miss 2 of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, this OKC offense looks rough without SGA. J-Dub got to pick his game up. I know he's coming back from the injury. I know he's probably really rusty. He's now a couple of games back in, man. Looking rough out there. Har said Castle he's that word, brother. Great draft pick. Incredible draft pick. Probably should have been the first pick. I was not opposed to him being the first pick in that draft. I know that was a weak draft. Reza Shea, Sarr, Castle. Castle probably should have been that first pick, man. Anyway, he knocks down both free throws. SGA's back in the game. It's a 9-point lead. SGA driving it down. They kick it out to Isaiah Joe. An open right wing 3. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Holmgren comes flying in and knocks Champagny out of the air. And it's a foul on Holmgren. Ball going back to the Spurs here. Harnstein jumps up off the bench. Going to send Holmgren to the bench, I believe. Harnstein's going to come in for him. 5:27 to go. We're past the halfway point. Lorenzot said, next move by Sheffy. Do you used to play ball? Yeah, played some high school ball. It was the highest level I played. Castle bringing it down, coming to his left. Has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Coming to his left off a Cornet screen. Wemby is also out of the game, by the way. Over to Champagny, swings through to his right. Good defense from Isaiah Joe to stay in front. Back to Castle. Castle dancing with it against Dort. A step back 3 for him. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Harnstein able to pull it out. Here comes Isaiah Joe bringing it down off the quick outlet. Has it on the left wing up top to Harnstein. Harnstein looking for a handoff partner. Hands it off to Joe. Coming to his right in the mid-range. Hesitates now down the lane. Step back. Fall-away jumper in the paint. High arcing fall-away paint jumper. Got it to go. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Castle has it up top. Being guarded by Dort. Spurs directing traffic. Castle holding on to it. Now coming to his left. Crosses over. Good defense from Dort. Castle trying to bully his way to the basket. He can. Kicks out to Barnes. Barnes, the left corner 3. Barnes rattles it in over SGA. back up by 10. This might be the largest lead of the game. A 10-point lead for the Spurs has opened up. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. Dancing with it. Swings it over to Caruso. Caruso lines up a right wing three. Comes up short yet again. Caruso jacking up these threes. He's been horrible tonight. Dort gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. Vassell will pull up three, a terrible shot, but he got it to go down. Devin Vassell giving them a 13-point lead. And the Spurs giving belt to the Oklahoma City Thunder at home for the Thunder. This is supposed to be a tough building to play at. And the Spurs are coming in here and just smacking them up and down the court so far. My goodness. The dog catcher said Caruso signing flat from deep. Caruso signing flat from deep. He's been terrible so far. He's been terrible so far. I mean, at some point, you got to start pump faking and driving it in, Caruso. My goodness, has he been bad. Caruso, 2 points tonight. 1 for 6 from the field. 0 for 6 from three-point range for Alex Caruso. My goodness, is that bad. 0 for 6 with 4 minutes to go in the second. Stop shooting? Maybe you don't have the shot today? Maybe you should stop shooting. He also has zeros across the board. He does have 1 block, which is nice. No rebounds, no assists. A minus 13 out there. He has been horrendous. Kayson Wallace with zeros across the board. He does have 3 rebounds, which is nice. He's hustling his butt off, but where's the scoring coming from? Aaron Wiggins is trying his best. He's got 5. Right? He came in, he put up 5 shots, hit a 3, got 5 points. Okay. Jeff in the zone. What's up, Jeff? OKC, come on. You got to show that heart of a champion, OKC. A lot of time left, obviously, but the Spurs with a ton of momentum right now. Lil Monster, what's up, Lil Monster? Spurs money line, let's go Spurs. Own OKC. Listen, if OKC loses their 4th game in 5, or their 4th game in 5, we're gonna start having some discussions, man. All of a sudden, we're competing for 70 wins. Suddenly, that starts getting looked at sideways. Bible said Spurs showing us who the real champs are. SGA even tonight, he's got 9 points. He's 3% from the field. Jeff in the zone with subscription. Appreciate you, Jeff, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Chris Baskerville said, what are the Knicks standing currently? They are the 2nd team in the East. They have the 2nd seed decently locked up. The Celtics not too far behind. I believe the 2.5 games behind them. But they are sitting at 21-9 so far in the year. 3 games behind the Detroit Pistons, who are sitting at 24-6. And look, we've gone over the Detroit Pistons schedule. Pretty easy schedule so far to start the year. They've had some tough games thrown in there, don't get me wrong. But they have a much tougher second half of the season than they do in the first half of the year. So it's important for the Pistons to build up as large of a lead in the standings, because I could see them having a little bit of a slide in the second half of the year. They're still awesome. They're still incredible. But I could see them having a little bit of a slide in the second half of the year. Maryland Tinsley, what's up, Maryland? OKC started out so well in the season. I mean, we've gone over the schedule, Maryland, and they've had it's actually an anomaly how easy the schedule was to start the year. It is ridiculous. They had the easiest schedule by far of any team in the NBA, and they are the best team in the league. And so it just, are they the best team in the league? They are. They're reigning champions. Their team got better. But were their stats in their start of the year maybe propped up a little bit? Yeah, I think so. Here we go. SGA's bringing it down. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Hands it off to Joe. Joe coming to his right, being guarded by Fox. Spins to his left, driving it down. And a defensive 3 seconds on Cornette. So a free throw for SGA, a free point for him. 3:50 to go. Keenahara said, so OKC faced a lot of teams who are low-key tanking. They did. If you guys want, we can go through their schedule again. I love going through their schedule and how easy it was to start the year. As soon as they started to face tough teams like the Spurs, suddenly they started losing. They've lost two times to the Spurs. They've lost once to the Timberwolves. SGA does knock down the technical free throw. Caruso down the lane, kicks it out to Dort. Dort a right wing 3. Can't get that one to go. Cornette, good box out and rebound over Hartenstein. Quick outlet to Fox. Fox bringing it down. Fox down the lane, knifes through, righty layup, got it to go. Bad defense from SGA, who just did not get back there. And now Caruso has it up top, being guarded by Vassell. Coming to his left, driving it down the lane, kicks it out to nobody, and a turnover for the Thunder, who just look a step slow, man. Here comes Castle bringing it down. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Tried to get it over to Barnes. SGA jumped the passing lane, came up with a steal. Vassell, the lone defender against SGA. Pass fake, steps through, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for one more as he gets the layup to go. Bad defense for Vassell. Probably better off maybe just wrapping up SGA at that point. So now SGA will go to the foul line for one more. Excellent move from him in transition. Also, great defense to come up with the steal. If the Thunder want to get back into this one against the Spurs team, it's going to have to start with your superstar. It's going to have to start with SGA. Cornette coming out for Wembanyama. SGA at the foul line for one more. Hartenstein coming out for Holmgren. Matching up Wemby and Holmgren right now. Kinar said, yeah, I was very impressed also by Ann Edwards outdueling them. Yeah, almost single-handedly. Two huge defensive plays and the score at the end. SGA knocks down his and one free throw. And it is down to 11. 63-52, 3 minutes to go, a little over 3 minutes to go. Castle has it up top. Being guarded by Joe on a switch, coming to his right. Caruso switches out, cross-court pass. Barnes wide open, left corner three. Can't get that one to go. Off the back rim. Holmgren chases down the rebound. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA coming to his right. Fox guarding him. SGA, stop, step back. Baseline fall-away jumper. Got it to go. Back to 9. If the Thunder want to mount the comeback, it's only 9, only hovering around 10, which is not too big of a lead. If the Thunder want to mount a comeback, though, it's going to have to start with your superstar player, and it is definitely starting with him right now. He's playing well so far here in the second half of the second quarter. They get it into Wemby. Wemby puts up the foul line jumper, can't get it to go. Steph Castle right there for the offensive tip-in. And now the Spurs and Thunder trading baskets. Not where you want to be if you're the Thunder. SGA gets trapped, so he kicks it over to Joe. Joe driving it down. They kick it out to Caruso. Caruso left corner three. Continues to jack him up. Continues to be terrible from three-point line. Barnes, good box out, knocks the rebound over to Fox. Fox turning on the Jets, driving it down through the lane, knifes through it, splits the defense, gets the layup to go. Split the defense between Joe and Caruso, and then gets the layup to go over Holmgren. Oh my goodness, this OKC defense is getting sliced up by the Spurs. SGA spins in the lane, goes up, kicks it out to Caruso. At the last second, they're leaving him wide open, and he continues to shoot and continues to misfire. He's 0 for 8 from three-point range. Caruso, stop shooting. Here comes Castle, bringing it down the other way, crossover to his right, runs right into Isaiah Joe, and they call a foul on Isaiah Joe. I think that's a foul on Castle. I think that's a charge on Castle. He did come up high with the offhand as well, but they hit Isaiah Joe with that foul call. De'Aaron Fox just knifing through the lane, splitting the defense. I mean, Caruso's supposed to be an incredible defender. Just split him, right, as he crossed over on Isaiah Joe. And then Chet Holmgren's supposed to be this awesome rim protector and just finished right over him. Kinar said they're calling way too few charges. They are. Again, how much more does the offense need? How much more help does an offense need? Wemby settles for a mid-range jumper, comes up short. Don't love Wemby settling for those shots. Let's get it to him in the high post at least. 1:30 to go. SGA has it up top, 67-54. SGA down the lane, takes a bump. And a foul on Steph Castle will send SGA to the foul line for 2. Lorenzo said Fox went to Holmgren and scored. He did do that. He did indeed do that. Jackson Hyera said, I just want for my bet to win that the Spurs win. I just want the Thunder to lose. I'm not necessarily rooting for the Spurs to win. I'm more so rooting for the Thunder to lose. As SGA misses a free throw, you can't be missing free throws when you're trailing, guys. What are you doing, Thunder? Lorenzo said, yeah, the refs are giving the Spurs a call so far. The charge call is one of them. I mean, I don't know if they're giving the Spurs call. I mean, this is just kind of a league-wide thing. Like, overall, there's just way too few charges called overall. We saw a couple of them in the Knicks game, the Knicks-Cavs game, where I thought were probably charges that they called blocking fouls. SGA does knock down the second one. Back down to 12 here. 1:20 to go. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down against Lou Dort. Fox coming to his left off a double screen. SGA switched onto him. Fox looking the dance. Stops, leans in. Fall away foul line jumper. Got it to go. De'Aaron Fox giving SGA a taste of his own medicine there. Back up to 14 here. Or the largest lead of the game, I think. SGA pump fakes. They swing it around. J-Dub pump fakes. Being guarded by De'Aaron Fox here. Back up top to Dort. Dort ran off the line by Champagny in the lane. Foul line fall away jumper. Got it to go. Who told Lou Dort to shoot off the bounce fall away jumpers? Nice shot from him. Here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Fox coming to his left off a double screen. Kayson Wallace switched onto him. Fox dancing with it. Crosses over. Straightaway three over Kayson Wallace. Excellent defense. Not a great shot from Fox there. Good rebound from Kenrich Williams. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. SGA down the lane. They kick it out Kayson Wallace. Wide open right wing, right corner three, and he rattles it in. Back to a single-digit game, 69-60. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down against Dort. Fox has it up top. Fox directing traffic. Get over to Wemby. They wanted the Wemby high post being guarded by Kenrich Williams. Cross-court pass, a bullet pass inside the Harrison Barnes. A tough catch. He catches it, goes up, looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Thunder pick it up. Kayson Wallace just heaves it. Can't get it to go, but that would be the end of the first half there. 69-60. 69-60. This dominant Thunder defensive team giving up 69 first half points to the Spurs here. All right. All right. Albert said payback OKC 137, Spurs 119. Wow, expecting an explosive second half here, Albert, huh? Possible. It is possible. Keenan Hart said Giannis gets away with the chicken wing far more than Towns. He just doesn't do it as demonstrably as Towns does. And it's also not the chicken wing. Like, Giannis doesn't hook. That's the thing that they call on Towns all the time. They don't call the little chicken wing. They don't call him using the chicken wing. As a matter of fact, he gets away with that all the time. The thing that they call is the offensive hook. He pulls his arm in, grabs the offensive player's arm, and pulls it down to pull the defending hand away so he can go to the basket. He also does it so he pulls the arm down and then goes to gather the ball, so their arm is now stuck in between his. That's what he gets called for, the offensive fouls all the time. It's not necessarily the chicken wing. The chicken wing he gets away with all the time. Lorenzo said Jalen Williams is trying to keep the Thunder in this game. I think Jalen Williams has been terrible, Lorenzo. J-Dub has been terrible today. Well, not terrible. Terrible is too excessive. He's not been good, though. He's not been good. We can go through the box score. It's SGA keeping his team in the game. J-Dub, 10 points, 5 assists, 4 for 8 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. So the stats look great. Stats look great for J-Dub. 10 points, 5 shooting 50% from the floor. He's 1 for 4 from the foul line, which, brother, I don't know what's going on there. Also 5 assists, no turnovers. Stats look great for J-Dub. I don't know. They went down big when J-Dub was in the court. So SGA was 16. He's the guy keeping his team hanging around. If he didn't come back into this game, boy, oh boy, they're down by 15 plus. The guy who's just absolutely destroying the Thunder so far, Alex Caruso, is 1 for 9 from the field and 0 for 8 from three-point range. Brother, maybe stop shooting. You took 8 threes in that first half, and I get it. They were open. They were open for a reason, Caruso. My goodness, is this not what you want to see from your sixth man? Bible said, the kids tried to change my channel to put cartoons on. They almost turned me to the cringe. Oh, that's funny. Chi-Chi, Coley Claus, thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Burps, derps, what's up, burps? J-Dub, right hand is recovering. Yeah, he doesn't look like the usual J-Dub. He's missed some makeable shots. You know. He's a +4. He's the only guy in the positive and the plus minus. Why am I showing? You guys got to see it this way. My bad. He's the only guy in the positive, so whatever that means. Obviously, we didn't get to watch the very beginning of the game because we were covering the Knicks game as well. But my goodness. First Derp said Caruso is the GOAT. Now Dimitri said Caruso is terrible. Call him Mr. Brick. You can hear the clunks from that basket. Yeah, look, man, 0 for 8 from three-point range. At some point, you got to stop shooting that 3. Hit a pump fake, maybe a dribble in, maybe take a 2, maybe try to knock down a floater, get an easy one. Like, I'm not saying completely not shoot him anymore, but 0 for 8 is a little crazy in one half of basketball. You're open for a reason, big dog. I mean, off the bench, 2, 2, 2, 5, and 3. So everybody's contributing, but nobody's really stepping out and giving them something off the bench. It's a lot of heavy lifting from your starters, a lot of heavy lifting from SGA with 16 first half points. As for the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox with 21 first half points. He is whooping up on this vaunted OKC perimeter defense. We've never seen a perimeter defensive team like this. My goodness, it feels suffocating. De'Aaron Fox is like, oh yeah, I'm 9 for 11 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3 for 21 points in the first half. No problem. Steph Castle not too far behind him, 13 points for him. Off the bench, Wemby has given them 9 and 6. They just continue to get beat up on the glass here. Darren Bermudez, what's up, Darren? Watching the game in Vegas, seems like the refs are sus on this one. I don't know. The refs have been a little inconsistent during this game for sure, but I don't think it's benefited either team one way or the other. Lorenzo, did Shackers go through the set? He did. He did go through that set. Darren said it is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes you get good officiated games, sometimes not. Can't be the reason why you win or lose. It very rarely is. It very rarely is the reason why you win or lose. AP, what's up, AP? See, Mark Henry was at the game today at the JB Flagrant. Mark Henry was there? Mark Henry was in the Garden? Shout out the GOAT, Mark Henry. World's strongest man. AP said, are you doing a marathon today? No, we're going to do this. We're going to do this game. Then we're going to end it there and take a break, but we will be back at 10:30 tonight to do the Denver, Minnesota game. Should be a fun one. Rafael Torres said, the Thunder suck against the Spurs. It's just something about the Spurs. They take this Thunder team and make it difficult for them, man. Whatever it is. I think their guards just don't really give a damn about that pressure, right? Whether it's Fox or Castle. They're just out-quicking them and out-athleticing them. It's not a word, but I'm going to turn it into a verb anyway. They're just quicker and more athletic than OKC's perimeter players, and so they can just easily beat their pressure, it feels like. And that is the thing that OKC's defense is predicated on, is that ball pressure. And the Spurs just seemingly handle it extremely well. And it's kind of the kryptonite for the Thunder right now, because if they can't apply that perimeter pressure on the Spurs ball handlers, they were, resorting back to a regular kind of shell defense, and then you have the ultimate cheat code against that, and Wembanyama. It just feels a little bit like the Spurs, I don't want to say are built to beat the Thunder, but they match up pretty well against the Thunder, and I think we're seeing it now for the third game in a row. Darren said 1 or 2 bad calls can turn the game around. I guess, brother, but it's a 48-minute game. Part of it oftentimes turns games around because players allow themselves to get frustrated. And then suddenly you're more concerned about the officiating than you are about actually playing the game and getting buckets. But rarely does officiating ever really decide a basketball game. Very rarely. Reggie Watts, what's up, Reggie? Who's winning, the Lakers or the Rockets? Probably the Rockets. Probably the Rockets. Lakers stumbling a little bit as of late, right? Just a little bit. But I'm also not a big fan of the Lakers. I don't buy them all that much. I'm like, how are they still winning? I know Luka's awesome. I know Reeves has been awesome. I know LeBron is LeBron, even at 1 million years old. But I just don't, that's kind of all they really have. They're not a good defense. They're relying a lot on DeAndre Ayton. AP said, the loss of Josh Hart, who takes his place? They probably go back to Robinson in the starting lineup, AP. Just because if you put in Kolek or Clarkson, it'd probably be Kolek. I don't think they'd start Clarkson. It's probably either Kolek or Robinson. Where previously the question would be between Robinson or McBride. I don't know. I think you could go either way. I think they probably lean on Robinson a little bit more in that starting lineup and bring in Kolek quicker, but we'll see. Lorenzo said, Rockets retire LeBron from having him playing on Christmas Day. Still the biggest draw in the NBA, brother. For whatever reason, still the biggest draw in the NBA. That's still LeBron. I won't be watching the game, I'll tell you that. I'll be taking my nap. I'll be eating some food. Rafael Torres, what's up, Raf? 3 different teams, LeBron and Kevin Durant, faced each other. I mean, these two dudes have been in the NBA for what feels like forever. Niall said LeBron should retire and be an analyst? Nah, he can go retire and do anything else. I don't really want to hear his opinion on things. He's got that Mind the Game podcast. Listened to it a little bit and was like, all right, dude. Reggie said I got the Lakers on my parlay against the Rockets. The Rockets have been also faltering a little bit here. But I'm going to lean the Rockets on that one. Shin Berdoja? What's up, Shin? But how many minutes before the game starts? We're at halftime. The game has already started. How many more minutes until the game comes back? Probably after this commercial break, we'll probably be back. Darren with a membership? Oh my goodness, Darren, I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you. All the generosity today, all the new members. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Avi said LeBron been in the NBA since I was in my 20s. LeBron's been in the NBA since I was 5 years old, brother. Was that 5? No, I was 6. 6 years old. LeBron's been in the NBA since I was 6. I'm 28 years old, brother. Avi said LeBron can make a rap album with Shaq. Nah, brother, we don't need that. The world does not need that. The world does not need that. Darren said you're my number one. Appreciate you, Darren, man. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. MBM said Hart out for how long projected? I'd say probably 3 to 4 weeks. I mean 2 to 4 weeks is usually the thing they say. He's probably out for like a month. Not gonna lie. Limping like that, limping off the court the way he was limping, I'd say a month. We'll see. It didn't look that bad. Like, it was a full twist. It was a full rolled ankle, full twisted ankle. But I don't know. We'll see. Knicks have a great medical team. Brunson missed, 3 games with his sprained ankle? Something like that, 3-4 games, something like that. So I'm not going to expect the same thing for Josh Hart. Every sprained ankle is different. But my expectation going into it is 4 weeks. Hopefully it's only like a week, right? A week or 2. My expectation going into it is 4. Hopefully I walk away. Then if they announce, it's only 1 to 2 weeks, best case scenario. To me, I'm thinking, this is a 4-week injury. We're not going to see him for a while. MEM said he was able to walk off. Very gingerly, though. Very gingerly was able to walk off. AP said saying an ankle. Yeah, it was an ankle. He sprained his ankle. We could check online real quick to see if we have any updates. Any updates on the injury? Let's see if Ian Begley has anything to say about the sprained ankle. No, just Josh Hart limping after rolling his ankle while being fouled on a drive. Checks out and goes to the Knicks locker room after taking the 2 free throws, but nothing with an update regarding anything. Look, it's a sprained ankle. Sprained ankles happen in the NBA all the time, so we know somewhat of what the timetable is, but like I said, every sprained ankle is different. The severity of it is different depending on how badly you rolled it. Did you completely tear any of the ligaments? High ankle sprains, all that thing. It didn't look like a high ankle sprain, but caught context. What's up, context? Which team got injured? I've been locked out. Josh Hart for the New York Knicks was injured earlier in the day. earlier in the day. It was the early day game. He sprained his ankle in the game, and so we're kind of just searching for anything. Lanamoto said, "Isn't Jordan an analyst on NBC?" He's not an analyst. He just recorded a couple of interviews before the season started, and they're sporadically airing it as the season goes on for NBC. But no, he's not an analyst. They don't ever ask him his actual opinion on basketball. They just every now and then run a segment, and they're like, "So, what's your opinion on load management?" And then he gives some old head opinion that is the same opinion everybody has, and they're like, "Oh, Jordan, words of greatness." And it's like, okay. I just wish he was in the studio. I'd love to hear Jordan talk about basketball, actually talk about basketball, but he's not doing that. He's not doing that. Shin said, "I think San Antonio will win again." I hope so, Shin. I really hope so. I'd love to see OKC suddenly start to falter, because guess what? Here's the thing. They're 26-4. Let's hypothetically fast forward to the end of the game. Let's say the Spurs beat them again. Not only will the conversation start being like, "Oh, San Antonio has the Thunder number. Uh-oh." Suddenly they're 26-5 on the year. And if we go to the standings, the Detroit Pistons are 24-6. They're not far behind the Thunder at that point for the best record in the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs are right behind. They're chasing them. They're suddenly 2.5 games out of the 1 seed, right? So all the conversation about, oh, OKC, could they set the most wins in NBA ever? They'd have to win 74 games. They'd have to go 74-8. And suddenly it's like, sitting with 5 losses with 60% of the season still remaining? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Lana Mona said, "Looks like Spurs have OKC's number." I mean, we have a whole second half to go, right? 9-point lead at halftime is great. Great against the Thunder, but the Thunder are a second half team, so let's see if the Spurs are going to be able to keep it up. We saw them do it 2 times before. Like you said, maybe they have their number. But Spurs are sending a message. They are sending a message. They are the 2nd seed looking for that 1 seed. Lorenzo said the Pistons are balling this year. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, looks like we're going to get back into the game now. Here we go. Get back to our game cast. Do this. Set this up where we want it. 61% from the field for the Spurs, by the way. 7 threes to 6 threes, so not too much of a differential there. Rebounds are the same. 15 fast break points for the Spurs, and 6 turnovers to 4 turnovers, so about even. About even. Here we go. Jojo Vasquez. What's up, Jojo? Spurs had a depth bench, a deep bench. Pop is good and more point guard. Pop is good. He's no longer the coach. Mitch Johnson is. They do have a very deep team. And they do have a lot of point guards. Is what I think you're trying to say. Very true. Here we go. We're back into it. Vassell opens up the third quarter, firing away a 3, can't get it to go. Cornette knocks the rebound out, but Lou Dort able to corral it. And now here come the the Thunder bringing it down. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Fox. Get over to Holmgren. Holmgren coming to his right off the Harnstein screen, putting his head down, attacking to the basket, gets caught under the rim, saves it over to Harnstein. Harnstein gets the layup to go. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it, but he does get the layup. Here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. Down to 7. Castle inside the Cornette. Cornette goes up, gets blocked by Holmgren. Excellent recovery and block by Chet Holmgren there. Here comes SGA. Leaves it off for Holmgren. Holmgren extra pass. Lou Dort wide open. Left wing. 5-by defense from Cornette. He's trying to hustle back. Made him hesitate just enough. Fight for the loose ball. Still loose. SGA grabs it. SGA kicks it over to Harnstein. Harnstein kicks it out. Lou Dort. He's going to try it again. Comes up short yet again. Fight for the rebound. Vassell able to pull it away. Now here comes Devin Vassell bringing it down. He has it on the left wing. Being picked up by SGA. Driving it down. Stops, turns, spins. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes crosses over to his right, being guarded by Holmgren. They kick it out to Castle. Castle being guarded by J-Dub. Coming to his left. Crosses over. Down the lane. Swings through. Puts it up off glass. Somehow Steph Castle got it to go past Chet Holmgren there. This kid is just excellent in the paint. SGA has it on the right wing, being guarded by Vassell, coming to his right. They show two, takes it up top to Dort. They swing it over to Holmgren. Holmgren, left wing, pump fakes against Castle, takes the baseline, scoop play with the right hand, got it to go past Cornette. Smooth move from Chet Holmgren there. Barnes will bring it down. He has it on the left wing. They get it over to Cornette. Cornette up top, hands it off to Castle. Castle dancing around the Cornette screen, coming to his right. He's got a lane, leans in, step back. Lobs it up inside, and Cornette dunks it down. Beautiful manipulation from Castle there. Everybody thought he was going to take the shot, but at the last second, dumped it down low to Cornette for the easy dunk. SGA looking for an answer coming down the lane. Step back. Similarly, gets caught in the air and kicks it over to Holmgren in the corner. Fox closes out the airspace, and Holmgren has it against De'Aaron Fox. Swings through to his right, spins to his left. Fox goes for the steal. Holmgren down the lane, throws up the floater. Hits the front of the rim, can't get a friendly bounce. Battle for the loose ball. Barnes able to pull it away. Now here comes Harrison Barnes, left side of the court, bringing it down. Up top to Vassell. Vassell being guarded by Holmgren. Vassell swings through to his right, dancing with it against Harnstein, coming to his left, foul line pull-up jumper, in and out, can't get it to stay. Lou Dort with the rebound over to J-Dub. Now here comes SGA. SGA bringing it down. It's a 9-point lead for the Spurs still. SGA coming to his left along the baseline. They show two. Fall away jumper, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Vassell knocks it over to Barnes. Fox shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. Euros down the lane, gets caught in the air, picks it back up, puts up the follow-away jumper, and he gets it to go down. De'Aaron Fox has been relentless tonight, attacking this basket, especially in transition there. SGA snaking it, coming down, middle of the lane, kicks it out up top. Holmgren walks into a straightaway three. Can't get it to go as he comes up short. Fox with the rebound, kicks it ahead to Barnes. Barnes bringing it down, takes a bump down the lane, a lot of contact, ball knocked loose, no foul call. SGA able to pick up the loose ball. And now here he comes, bringing it down. He has it up top, coming to his left off the screen. Castle chasing. Harnstein hits the floor. SGA crosses over to his left, inside the Harnstein. He throws up the floater, and he gets it to go. Back to a 9-point game. 75-66, 8:30 to go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by SGA. Coming to his left, driving it down in the lane, throws a lob up to Cornette yet again. And SGA and Harnstein just getting killed in the pick-and-roll game right now. Castle to Cornette, the second time already. First 4 minutes of the second half. And the Spurs are taking an 11-point lead here. Bible said, Thunder coming back now? Not really. Not really. The lead's actually gone up now. Is this smaller than usual? I feel like it's smaller than usual. There you go. It was smaller than usual. Lorenzo said Harnstein falls down, gets back up, and just makes the shot. He does. He does. It can be a little goofy out there sometimes. Most big men can be. AB said, then after the Jazz to get to play the Clippers, come on, who's Detroit playing? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. The Pistons have the Kings and the Jazz. Who's impressed with that? I mean, look, man, you play who's on your schedule, right? And they've taken care of business. They've taken care of business. That's all you can do. You play who's in front of you, and they're taking care of business. They have an incredible record. But we've gone through the Pistons schedule as well, AP. They've had a pretty easy start to the year in terms of their schedule. And they have a much tougher second half of the year schedule for sure. For sure. You know, the Knicks have been in battles, deep in battles between the Magic and the Heat. I think they've only played them both once. Could be mistaken about that, but we could check the schedule real quick since we're talking about it. JOV said, how many points for Chet? Chet has 8 points, brother. 8 points, 6 boards, 2 assists for Chet Holmgren. The Pistons schedule, you got Bulls, Houston. They beat Houston, it's a good win. They beat Boston, it's a good win. Lost to Cleveland. They beat Orlando, Dallas. This was before Orlando figured themselves out too as well. It was early in the year. Dallas, Memphis, Utah, Brooklyn, Philly, Washington, Chicago, Philly, Indiana, Atlanta, Milwaukee, Indiana. I mean, you got Milwaukee in there with Giannis. I think Giannis played that game. That's a good win. They beat Orlando earlier in October, but that's obviously before Orlando figured out what they were doing. They lost to Boston. They lost to Orlando. They beat Miami. They played Orlando twice. They're 1-1 against them. They beat Miami. Played Miami once. beat Atlanta. They lost to Milwaukee without Giannis. Portland, Milwaukee, they beat them then. Atlanta, Boston. Boston was a good game. They beat Boston. Dallas, they lost to in overtime. Charlotte, Portland, Sacramento. So, 4 or 5 games in there where it's like, okay, this is a decent game. 4 or 5 games in there in their early schedule. They're going to end their road trip against the Lakers. That's going to be a tough one. At the last stretch of their West Coast road trip against a pretty good Lakers team, but let's see who plays the Lakers that night. And then start of the new year, they got Miami, they got Cleveland, they finally play the Knicks. Then you got Chicago, LA, Phoenix can be tough. You got Boston in there. So schedule second half of the year is going to be much more difficult than it was in the first half of the year. Checking back into our game, though. Here we go. Darren Bermudez, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Darren. Merry Christmas. Maybe said, meanwhile, we're getting the Wolves, we're getting the Cavs, we're getting the Heat. It's not lopsided. I don't know what it is. It is pretty lopsided. Harnstein misses another floater. Here comes Castle. Hit ahead to Fox. Fox hesitates from 3. They swing it out to Barnes. Barnes extra pass. Vassell wide open. Right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Harnstein good box out and rebound. Knocks it over to SGA. SGA bringing it down. He has it up top. Being guarded by Vassell. They swing it over to J-Dub. J-Dub hesitates from 3. Attacking to his right all the way down the lane. Smokes a layup, but a late foul call is called on Barnes. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws with just under 8 minutes to go. So J-Dub's at the foul line for 2. Still an 11-point lead so far for Barnes. We are just under 8 minutes to go. 7:54 exactly. We'll sync up our timer here. And the Spurs, I think, are going to use a challenge here. Is the Spurs call a timeout? They're going to use a challenge, I think. Dubs for the win. What's up, Dubs? Susan said, Chevy, can you please try to not have any enthusiasm when making a play-by-play concerning Harnstein? I'm trying, Susan. I'm trying for sure. That traitor, that Benedict Arnold. I got nothing nice to say about that guy. Jake Kendrick Williams? What's up, Jake? Are you watching any NFL games today? Nah, Christmas is a basketball day for me, brother. Kudaman Blast? What's up, Kudaman? Show the game? Wish I could, brother. If I could, I would. If I could, I would. Jojo Vasquez, my man Jojo. What's up, Joe? Merry Christmas, sir. Greetings from the Philippines. Appreciate you, Jojo. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, my man. AP reminding people of the like button. Appreciate you, AP. If you're enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button. Leave a like. It is the best way you can show support. You guys have been incredibly generous so far tonight. Just go ahead, hit the like button. It's the only thing I'll ask you to do. Johnny Sidequest, what's up, Johnny? How many shots has SGA taken from 3? SGA's taken 1 3-point shot. He's made it. 5 for 10 from the floor. 1 for 1 from 3-point range. Arnstein 4 for 5. Holmgren 4 for 7. SGA 5 for 10. Lou Dort 3 for 6. J-Dub 4 for 8. Their starters doing a lot of the heavy lifting tonight. As you can see here in their bench, 2, 2, 2, 5, and 3. Really missing A.J. Mitchell so far tonight. Caught Contact said, would you quit YouTube for $100,000? Probably not. $100,000 would be life-changing. But not to the point where I would not have to work. Zigzag said, you're a great commentator, bro. Thank you for streaming this game. Appreciate you, Zigzag. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Incredibly kind of you. Arpon said, say yes and open a new channel. He said quit YouTube. He didn't say quit the channel. He said quit YouTube. Wouldn't be able to upload to YouTube anymore. Which, you know, I guess I could do different platforms, but I don't want to do different platforms. Jackson said 100,000, I build my dream house. You're not building a dream house for 100,000, my brother. You're building a shack. 100,000 gets you a shack. It doesn't get you a full house. Dogcatcher said Caruso gets the Opperman hanky, a la his great grandpappy, world's greatest tenor of this time. Let Caruso cry. They show the replay there, and I guess they overturn it. No foul, no free throws for J-Dub, and the Spurs have the ball back. Wemby's in the game, by the way. Baseline double clutch jumper, can't get it to go from Wemby. Not a great shot from Wemby. Wemby settled for some iffy mid-range jumper so far tonight. SGA driving it down to get over to Hartenstein. Cooksly casing out to Wallace. Wallace driving it down, throws up the floater. In and out, can't get it to stay. Hartenstein, good job knocking the rebound out to J-Dub. J-Dub up top being guarded by Barnes. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down, step back, mid-range follow-away jumper. Almost shoots up an air ball. Takes a wild bounce. Dort able to grab it. And they kick it back out to Wallace. Now over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Barnes. Driving to his left all the way to the basket. Leaves it off for Hartenstein. Another floater from him. And he gets that one to go down yet again. My bad, y'all. My bad. Here we go. And Wemby just fires a left wing three, bringing the ball down. Knocks it down. They needed that one. Back go by 12. The Spurs go. Under 7 to go. J-Dub has it up top being guarded by Fox. Behind the back coming to his right. Fends off Fox using the off arm. And they hit him with the offensive foul on J-Dub. And J-Dub's looking at his bench saying, you got to challenge that. I don't know about that one, J-Dub. Susan said, Chevy, you're funny building this shack, my brother. Yeah, $100,000 doesn't get you a dream house. Not in today's economy, unfortunately. Not in America. Maybe if you're in a different country, maybe there it can. Not here in America. $100,000 not getting you that. 6:30 to go. Vassell has it up top, attacking. Kick it up top. Pick and pop for Harrison Barnes. Wide open three. Knocks it down, nothing but net. And the Spurs up by 15. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. 6:30 to go. Crossing over to his left. Step back. Left wing three over Castle. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Wembanyama knocks the rebound to himself, but knocked out of his hands. And an off-ball foul on the Thunder. And the Thunder just frustrated. Every single time the whistle was blown, you see the Thunder palms in the air, slapping their thighs, jumping up and down, signaling for a challenge to their bench. The officiating really getting into the hands of the Thunder right now. And for a team that hacks and whacks away the way they do, my goodness. And J-Dub just runs over Wembanyama. How can you be upset about the whistle being blown on that? How do you not think that's not a foul? And now here comes Castle bringing it down. Castle gets it over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Holmgren. Barnes swings through to his right, blows past Holmgren. Bump, Euro, lefty, layup, gotta go. Caruso went flying. Holmgren was out of position. And Harrison Barnes extends it to a 17-point lead for the Spurs here. 8-0 run for them. They hand it off to Aaron Wiggins coming to his left. They get caught in the air to kick it over to Kason Wallace, the left corner three. Comes up short, but a foul on Vassell. Ooh, not a good foul from Vassell. They were building momentum there. And Kason Wallace is going to go to the foul line for three. Now Dimitri said, OMG, 17 points. Jackson said, I'm from Tanzania in Africa. Maybe 100K can get you that dream house there. Not here, though, unfortunately, for us. Kason Wallace misses the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming. A lot of missed free throws, man. AP said, what's up with iHeart? I mean, he's good offensively so far today. He's knocking down that floater. He's got 12 points, 5 for 6 from the field. But the defense hasn't been all that great from Hartenstein so far tonight. Spurs are just carving them up overall. I don't think anybody's been all that great defensively here for the Spurs. I mean, they scored 70 points in the first half, 69 points in the first half. Kason Wallace missed the first one, but he hits the next 2. 85-70. Vassell bringing it down against Wallace. Hands it off to Harper, coming to his right, behind the back, down the lane, gets stripped. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Lone defender is Wallace. SGA gets fouled by Castle. And SGA will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 5:39 to go. One way to get back into a game in which you're down big is also to get to the foul line. 3-point shots and foul shots. All you got to do is make sure you knock down your foul shots. 5:39 to go. SGA knocks down the first one. He is a knockdown free throw shooter. Castle comes out. Johnson comes in. Champagnie also in. Leaves in for Barnes. And here comes Dylan Harper, bringing it down. SGA does go 2 for 2 from the foul line. Harper has it up top. Coming to his left off a double screen. Harper dancing with it as Caruso switches onto him. Harper picked up his handle. Caruso knocked out of his hands. Harper able to grab it back. Turns, spins, driving it down. Tries to kick it out to Johnson. Catches it. Driving to his right. Down the lane. Stop. Pump fake. Steps through. Spins back. Righty scoop layup. Got it to go. Beautiful move. The pivoting from Keldon Johnson there. Just not being denied. SGA snaking it back to his left hand off a screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper. High arcing. Comes up short. Wembanyama secures that rebound over Holmgren. Here comes Wemby bringing it down now. Has it up top, being picked up by Caruso. They spring it over to Harper. Harper attacking the baseline, goes up. A lot of contact, gets knocked to the floor, and they say out of bounds off of Harper. Harper not complaining. He's back up and playing. A lot of contact, no foul call. SGA has it on the right wing, attacking to his right along the baseline. Step back, gets caught in the air, kicks it up top to Wiggins. They swing it over. Holmgren, left corner three. Good contest from Johnson. Comes up short on it. Wembanyama secures the rebound. And now here comes Vassell bringing it down the other way. They lob it inside the Wemby. Wemby pass fake, sprays it out. Champagnie, left corner three. Champagnie can't get it to go. Good boxing out from the Thunders. Holmgren able to grab it. Here comes SGA bringing it down. Champagnie applying a little full court pressure here. SGA putting his head down, attacking. Steps back, pump fake, leans in, kicks out. Caruso, right corner three. He's been misfiring all night. Continues to misfire. He's now 0 for 9 from three-point range. Why he's continuing to shoot it, I don't know. Here comes Dylan Harper bringing it down. 4 minutes to go here in the third. Crosses over to his right, pulls it back, kicks it over to Johnson. Now over to Wemby. Wemby on the left wing, pump fakes, driving it down against Caruso, ball handling against him. Spins, kicks out to Johnson. Johnson driving it down, leaves it off. Vassell, a straightaway three. He's open. Comes up short on that one. Holmgren with the rebound, hands it off to SGA. SGA bringing it down, under 4 to go now. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Champagnie, excuse me. Pull up three for SGA off the screen. Can't get that one to go. Dylan Harper with the rebound. And Harper will bring it down the other way. 15-point lead for the Spurs, 87-72. Wemby has it up top in a timeout for the Spurs. With 3:35 to go here in the third. Holding on to this 15-point lead. Gotta blow my nose real quick one more time. Cam said, what do y'all think Cavs versus Knicks part 2? OKC really has not built up almost any momentum here. And unless the Spurs, which can happen, unless the Spurs go cold from 3 in this fourth quarter, I don't know. I don't see it happening tonight. Again, OKC doesn't have a ton of momentum. It doesn't take a whole lot. It takes a couple of shots to be knocked down in order to build momentum, right? They do have the crowd on their side. They are at home. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think the Spurs are a little bit of a bugaboo here for the Thunder. Something's going on in this matchup that the Spurs are just, they have the Thunder figured out a little bit here. News Basics said OKC missing AJ and Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams is like, yeah, it's a loss for sure. AJ Mitchell's a big loss. He's their 6th man. But, so, the Knicks beat the Spurs with no Deuce McBride, no Landry Shamet. Like, all right, miss me with the injury excuses. You're still the defending champions. You're widely regarded as the deepest team in the league. Wembanyama down the lane, dribbling it between like 4 or 5 guys. Not a good decision from Wemby there. And a turnover. Good defense from the Thunder. And Champagnie applying a little full court pressure here for SGA as he brings it down. Attacking to his left, down the lane, takes a bump, puts it up off glass, can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call, he doesn't get it. Now here comes De'Aaron Fox, who's back in the game. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Fox coming to his left off a Johnson screen, blowing past Dort. Cross-court pass to Harper, extra pass to Champagnie, open corner three. Champagnie in and out, can't get it to stay. And again, if the Spurs suddenly start to go cold from three, it'll give OKC an opportunity to climb back into this one. Maybe if Caruso could knock down one of his million missed threes tonight, that would help. Lou Dort's going to settle for a deep straightaway three, can't get it to go. Shot selection like that is not going to help you come back into this one. Dylan Harper bringing it down, being guarded by SGA up top, coming to his right, dancing with it. They get it up top to Keldon Johnson, coming to his left off a Wemby screen. They swing it back to Harper. Harper on the right wing, back up top to Johnson. They're trying to find Wemby. Now they're going to go away from it. Johnson one-on-one against Caruso. Stops, turns, spins, down the lane, gets tied up, loose ball. And is it a jump ball? Or is it a foul? Jump ball or foul? It is a jump ball. Cam said, I took Spurs plus 10 right before. Now, Dimitri said, Caruso 0 for 9 from 3 points. He sucks right now, Mr. Clunking away. The Spurs win the tip, and a foul on Lou Dort trying to be overly aggressive against Wembanyama. It's going to send Wemby to the foul line for 2. They're already down by 15. Wemby can put it back up to 17, which would tie their largest lead of the game. Wemby at the foul line for 2. Makes the first one. He's got another one coming. And Wemby goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Largest lead of the game. A 17-point lead. Caruso has it up top. They get it over to SGA. SGA dancing with it. Crosses over to his right in the lane. Step back, pump fake. Swings out to Wiggins. Wiggins pump fakes. Step back three over Harper. Can't get it to go. Holmgren the offensive rebound and put back. Now here comes Fox bringing it down. He has it up top. Coming to his left, driving it down, bump Euro, throws up the floater, can't get it to go, battles for his own offensive rebound, kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby, pump fakes, leaves it off for Harper along the baseline. Oh my, Dylan Harper didn't go to a reverse layup, went to a reverse dunk on the other side of the rim. Good pass from Wemby at the last second, hit Harper coming back door. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Fox. They show 2 defenders to him. Now he's coming to his left, driving it down, spins back to his right, down the lane, throws up a high floater over Wemby. Got it to go for SGA. Just a tough shot maker. Here comes Harper bringing it down. Harper coming to his left, crossing over, driving it down against SGA. Kicks it up top to Champagnie. I know they call it travel on Dylan Harper. Saying he slid that pivot foot. 1:30 to go. 15-point lead for the Spurs. OKC, it would do them really well to build some momentum here to end the third quarter strong and get this back to as close to 10 as they can going into the fourth. Give them the best opportunity to make this comeback happen. Here comes Caruso bringing it down against Champagnie. Caruso coming to his left to get over to Harnstein. Harnstein kicks it out to SGA. SGA coming to his left at the Harnstein screen. Pull up 3 for SGA over Cornette. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. Champagnie battling down there, but Wiggins able to win it out. They swing it out the door. Now over to Caruso. They don't even dare close out to Caruso, and he finally knocks one down. 1 for 10 from three-point range is Caruso now, and it's down to 12. 1 minute to go. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Crowd starting to get back into it. Let's see if the Spurs have an answer. This young Spurs team. Fox has control of this possession in the foul line. Fall away jumper over Harnstein. In and out, and in again for De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox has something to say to the crowd. Tell them to push it down. Calm down. I'm here. SGA bringing it down, looking for an answer. He's being guarded by Fox. They get it over to Caruso. Caruso in the middle of the lane. Leaves it off for Harnstein. Throws up the floater on the baseline. Can't get it to go over Cornette. Cornette is in for Wemby, by the way. Wemby back to the bench. Now De'Aaron Fox will bring it down. It's back up to a 14-point lead for the Spurs. Fox has it. There's about a 10-second difference between game clock and shot clock, so the Thunder will have one more offensive opportunity. Fox Crosses over, dancing with it, crosses over to his left, stopping behind the back. Caruso locked in here, coming off the Cornet screen, snaking it back. Foul line, fall away jumper, can't get it to go. Keldon Johnson off a launching pad, two-handed putback slam to go back up by 16 here. SGA bringing it down, looking to knock some of this lead back off. SGA dancing with it against Fox. Kicks it in the corner. Wiggins, a left corner three, comes up short. And end of the third quarter, 16-point lead for the Spurs. All of that hooting and hollering for the Oklahoma City Thunder, only for the San Antonio Spurs and De'Aaron Fox and Keldon Johnson to say, go back over there. Hush down, crowd. The San Antonio Spurs are here to ruin Christmas for you. My goodness. National treasure was a national treasure. I'm taking Timberwolves plus 10 too. I mean, the Nuggets are walking in there a little wounded. No Gordon, no Brown, no Cam Johnson. 3 starters out of the lineup. So they will definitely be playing with one arm tied behind their back against a really good Minnesota team. Lionel Mona said Spurs got their number. It's looking like it. It is looking like it. AP said, I like watching OKC get beat up. I'm with you there, AP. I'm with you there. This is a fun time for me. Rose Pierre said it's time to show up or shut up. I'm going to fix that for you, big dog. Frank, what's up, Frank? Spurs definitely should win this game. They should. They should. I mean, if you have a 16-point lead going into the fourth quarter, you are expected to pull that game out for sure. For sure. Fox up to 25 here. SGA is up to 20. Not a great game for SGA. A little passive SGA so far tonight. Pretty passive. JLV said still 8 points for Chet. No, Chet scored a couple of times here. He's up to, he's on the bench now, so I have to check it on the box score over here. Chet is, he's up to 10 points. Scored one more basket. Up to 10 points. 10 points for Chet. 10 points for J-Dub, who did not score in that third quarter at all. 20 points for SGA is a recipe for disaster for Oklahoma City, especially considering you're not really getting much from anybody else. It's got to come down to your superstars being the superstars, and neither SGA, J-Dub, or Chet Holmgren have stepped up to the plate so far tonight. One of your stars got to step up and help pull this game out. News Basics said, I barely covered some bets versus the Knicks. I was so pissed I put 200 on the Spurs to win. There you go, brother. There you go. Hopefully you pull this one out. Namar said, I also have the Mavs beating the Warriors. I think so, too. The Mavs have been playing much better as of late. Davis is playing better. Cooper Flagg is coming alive, being the guy who we know him to exactly be. Or at least I expected him to be this guy. Yeah. So I got the Mavs over the Warriors. The Warriors have been slumping a little bit. They got that whole Draymond thing floating around. That whole Draymond dysfunction cloud floating around them yet again. Now Dimitri said 1 for 10 from 3. Awesome job, Caruso. I could hear the sarcasm as you typed that out, Niall. Jackson said, I think the Warriors will have a comeback. Do you? I've never been a fan of this Warriors team post Kevin Durant. Once they went that, like, oh, we're doing the 2 timelines. We're light years ahead of everybody. And it's like, yeah, are you? Or did you just get lucky and Steph Curry turned into one of the greatest players of all time, right? Right? Are you light years ahead of everybody, or did you just cash in the Steph Curry lottery ticket, you know? Sure. Once they started coming out like, yeah, we're such a smart organization. Yeah, what have they done since then? The dog catcher said, Draymond is a menace to sportsmanship and the sacred spirit of hooping. Yeah. News Basics said, Mavericks can probably cover the 9 points, and I'm a Warriors fan since 2012. Shout out to you, News Basics. I've been a Steph Curry fan since Davidson. Was a Warriors fan in like 9, 09, 10, a little bit of 11, and then once they started to get good, they became the darlings of the NBA. I was like, I'm out. I'm out. No longer can root for Steph Curry and the Warriors. Now I just find them annoying, mostly because of what the front office used to say. Anyway, we're back in tonight. J-Dub gets it over to Kenrich Williams, driving to his left, stops, kicks it over to Joe. Joe on the left corner being guarded by Fox. Spinning, gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein back to Joe. Joe coming to his right, driving it down against Fox. To the basket, gets stripped, out of bounds, off of Isaiah Joe. Ball going back to the Spurs. Great defense from Fox there. Now here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his left off a double screen. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Johnson in the left corner, in the right corner, being guarded by J-Dub. Back up top to Fox. Fox jab step, coming to his right. Stops, pump fake, steps through, flips it up at the basket. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Harnstein with the rebound. Gets it over to Kenrich Williams. Williams bringing it down the other way, putting his head down, attacking to the basket. Stops, turns, spins. Kicks it back up top to J-Dub. Spurs do a good job getting back on defense. Castle switched on to J-Dub now, driving to his left, putting his head down, attacking. High floater off glass, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Harnstein picks it up, can't get the layup to go, but a foul is called and will send Harnstein to the foul line for 2 free throws. A wild possession there. News basically said Steve Kerr needs to go. Who knows? Who knows? It's hard to evaluate that Warriors team through the years because of how much Steph Curry's uplifted everything and everyone around him. Once Steph Curry goes, Golden State is liable to drop down to being one of the worst organizations in the league yet again, which is where they were before Steph Curry arrived. Larry Adams said, damn, Spurs own them. They do own them so far. Harnstein made the first one, misses the second one. Champagny comes flying in for a rebound. Now here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. 10:50 to go so far here in the first quarter, obviously early in the first. Steph Castle, cross-court pass to Champagny, and a wild pass from Castle. Champagny too nonchalant, trying to grab it with the one hand, and it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Thunder bringing it down the other way. J-Dub driving it down to his left. Step back, fall away jumper. Airballs it. Air ball. Cornette saves it over to Johnson. Fox hit ahead to Castle. Castle driving to his right, down the lane. Pump fake, kicks it out to nobody. J-Dub steals it. Now here comes Fox, one-on-one against J-Dub. J-Dub pulls it back out. Now attacking Fox, and Fox slaps down on J-Dub as he's driving to the rim. Picks up a foul call there. J-Dub will go to the foul line for 2 free throws, I believe. Namar said, Chevy, do you think the Rockets can beat the Lakers? I do. I lean more towards the Rockets in that matchup. 15-point lead for the Spurs. Wembanyama checks back in. Wembanyama clearly playing more minutes as of late. Playing a lot more minutes tonight. Should look up how many minutes he's played so far. Should be ramping up to getting back to that starting lineup at some point. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Coming to his right off the Harnstein screen. Driving it down. Kicks it out. Kenrich Williams, a left wing 3 over Johnson. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound case on Wallace. Back to Kenrich Williams. Same spot. Different result as he splashes it nothing but net. 12-point game. 10:08 to go. Spurs bringing it down. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Wallace. Coming to his right. Tries to split the defense. He does. Cross-court pass to nobody again, and it's another turnover. These cross-court passes from the Spurs. Back-to-back turnovers. They get it over to Joe. Now over to J-Dub. J-Dub pump fakes, driving to his left, down the lane. He gets an easy scoop layup to go. Harnstein with a little Gord tot screen, and Harnstein flexing to the crowd. All right, brother, relax. Down to 10. Down to 10 is exactly what the Thunder need. Harnstein over there flexing to the crowd. Relax, brother. They made this comeback not because of you. AP said, exactly, when Steph Curry leaves Golden State, they're going to be what they used to be, irrelevant. Yeah, they were one of the worst run organizations before Steph Curry got drafted in 2009. He gets drafted, has all the injuries. They continue to draft well. I give them credit for that. Picked up Draymond in the second round, drafted Clay 11th overall. I believe he was 11th in his draft class. Developed well and whatnot. But ultimately, none of that matters because none of it matters unless Steph Curry becomes a superstar, which was super unlikely considering the way his career started out. Becomes a superstar, becomes literally one of the greatest players of all time. Probably in that top 10 range. He's in that range, at least, right? Like hovering around 10 in terms of greatest players of all time. Which, who could have predicted that the little short guy who was a marksman from Davidson was going to be one of the greatest players ever? And he does that, uplifts that whole organization, and since lucking into Kevin Durant because of the cap spike that year, what have they done to help improve this team? I mean, they smoked the second overall pick with James Wiseman. They kind of missed, not kind of. They smoked that Jonathan Kuminga pick. The Moses Moody pick was another lottery pick, and Moses Moody is fine. But how many teams is he actually part of the rotation? Probably not a lot. Not a lot of good teams, at least. Yeah, so you had like 3 high lottery picks, and you smoked them all. And yeah, now and then you mess up the opportunity of actually trying to trade them while their values were high. And now you're sitting in a situation where you're gonna end this Steph Curry run by not even giving them an opportunity to actually compete. So, News Basics said, I want the Warriors to trade literally anyone for Giannis, including Jimmy, Dre, Pods, or Kuminga, and picks. I get it. I get it, News Basics. I just don't know why Milwaukee would want any of those players. Dogcatcher said Don Nelson coached hard to get any gold at Golden State. I mean, he messed up that whole Chris Webber thing. Chris Webber should have been a guy to help uplift that organization, and Don Nelson ran him out of the building. Arpon said, I cashed out from the Spurs. Now Dimitri said, Giannis is going to be a free agent and will go to the Knicks. The Knicks don't have space. They don't have space to sign Giannis. Unless he wants to come for the minimum. I'd appreciate that, big Giannis. Bible said, if the Warriors are trying to rebuild, they need Giannis and John Morant. That's what I would do. They don't have the ability to get Giannis. Unless Giannis demands, I want to be on the Warriors, and Milwaukee bends the knee and is like, okay. But Eric said, Spurs going to win? I mean, I think so, but this is going to be a big test for them here in this fourth quarter. Wembanyama's back in the game, along with Barnes, Castle, Vassell, and Harper. Back down to 10. It was at the largest lead was 17. They lob it into Wemby in the high post. Wemby down low to Steph Castle for the easy two-handed slam. And again, this Thunder defense getting picked apart by the Spurs. Kenrich Williams bringing it down, being guarded by Barnes. They get it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Castle, crossing over to his left up the Hartenstein screen. They get it back to his right hand, pulls it back out. Castle recovers in front of him. Forced to kick it out to Cason Wallace, the left corner three over Harper, well short. Harper able to pull out the rebound, and he's bringing it down the other way. Harper has it up top. Crossing over to his right on Wallace, putting his head down, attacking. Kicks it up top to Vassell, extra pass to Barnes. Barnes ran off the line. Stop, bump, Euro, puts it up off glass. Can't get it to go down. Good move from Barnes, but can't get the finish. And here comes Kenrich Williams bringing it down. Harper will pick him up. Williams dancing with it. Gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Barnes. J-Dub coming to his right, the Hartenstein screen. Behind the back pass to Hartenstein. Hands it off to J-Dub. J-Dub coming to, Isaiah Joe, coming to his right, puts up the three. Rattles it in. And it's back down to 9. 97 to 88. 8:28 to go. Here comes Harper bringing it down the other way. Every time the Thunder, though, have made a lead, the Spurs have been able to answer. Let's see if they have it in them to hold on to this. Barnes up top, pump fakes, steps back, gets it back to Harper. Harper on the right wing, gets it back to Barnes. Barnes coming to his left, attacking Hartenstein off the bounce, flips it up, can't get it to go, battle for the rebound, but they call a late foul. And it's going to send Harrison Barnes to the foul line for 2 free throws. The Flea said John Morant just needs a fresh start. Not the first or last player to run his course with the team. Winning cures a lot. Sure. Those off-the-court theatrics are very scary for a team to trade for. And the Thunder are using their challenge here. They called the foul on Hartenstein. And the replay that they showed didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact there. We'll see what they come out with. Shoulders are killing me. News basically said John Morant is not Warriors coach and he doesn't fit the system. It might be time to change the system. What is the system doing for anybody right now? News Basics. I'm not a fan of John Morant to the Warriors anyway. I don't think that would work out. Spurs holding on to this 9-point lead now. Barnes was fouled going to the basket. They called the foul on Hartenstein with Harrison Barnes going to the basket. And the Thunder used their timeout in their challenge here. Didn't like the foul call. News basically said Warriors need an offensive rebounder like Mitchell Robinson. All 29 of the teams could say that, brother. Only plays for that one organization, though. That one special organization. The Flea said Mitch is off limits, bro. Hey, look, Mitch isn't off. He's a free agent at the end of the year. So Maybe that is an offseason move they're looking to make. Who knows? But like a lot of players, Mitch doesn't fit that offensive system. News basically said we need Steven Adams. Steven Adams is the guy I'd probably target. I think he fits their system much better. Can actually pass out of the high post. Pretty decent out of the short roll. Still a decent enough defender. And obviously one of the best offensive rebounds in the league. Not the best, though. Well, one of. Susan said, Mitchell Robinson is retiring, and Nick, don't even go there. I hope so, Susan. I hope so. Literally my favorite player on the team. Sadu Barry said 100 millions to OKC for Mitch. Nah, brother, nah. I don't even think OKC would want Mitch. Jamar said, we need to bring Mitchell Robinson back. They do. They do. We'll see how the offseason goes. Those are offseason questions. Arpon said, okay, let's go now. I sold the Spurs. Susan said, I never understood why the Grizzlies traded Adams. It was a little weird trade. It was, Susan. He was really injury prone at the time, and I think they just needed healthy bodies. Larry Adams said, mine's too big, Mitch fan. Sign him. Dogcatcher said, young Blazer center Don Kling. Quick to top offensive rebounds in the NBA. He's good. Good. I've always been a fan of Klingen. I mean, I was a fan of that UConn run, that UConn team. Klingen and Castle and UConn. I would have took Klingen earlier in the draft as well. So Barnes still goes to the foul line for 2. They did overturn the call. No foul on Hartenstein, but instead it is a foul on Kenrich Williams. So they retain their challenge opportunity. They have one more remaining. They get their timeout back, but Barnes still gets his 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Barnes goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. Big-time free throws here in this fourth quarter. SGA is back in the game with 8 minutes to go. Being guarded by Castle. SGA has it up top. SGA coming to his left. Driving it down against Vassell. They kick it out to Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams leaves it off for Kason Wallace. A right corner 3. Comes up short, can't get it to go. Wembanyama skies for the rebound and saves it over to Vassell. Vassell has it up top, being guarded by SGA. And the Spurs just calmly looking to run some half-court offense here as Wembanyama fires a straightaway 3. Knocks it down. And here come the Spurs. Here they come. Back up by 14 they go. 7:40 to go. SGA bringing it down the other way. Has it on the left wing. Hesitates. Up top, Kenrich Williams. They leave him open. He puts it up over Wemby, and he answers right back with a 3 of his own. Here come the Thunder. Castle will bring it down the other way. San Antonio, I think, is more than satisfied trading baskets. Thunder going to need to get some stops here. Castle coming to his right. Pulls it back out. Has it in the mid-range, being guarded by Kenrich Williams. They kick it out to Wembanyama, being guarded by Holmgren. Wemby has it up top. Crosses over to his left. Sidestep, left wing 3. Wemby, way off. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. SGA pulls it away. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Has it up top. Step back. Straightaway 3. Over Castle. Comes up short. Box out and a rebound from Barnes. Good rebound from him. Here comes Harper bringing it down the other way. Caruso at the scores table. Harper spins to the basket. Righty layup. Got it to go. Just took Kason Wallace right to the rim. He said, you're known for perimeter defense? Come with me as I walk you towards the basket, brother. SGA bringing it down. Has it along the baseline. Shovels it back out to Holmgren. Holmgren cross-court pass to Kenrich Williams. Now over to Joe. They run Joe off the foul line. Off the three-point line. They kick it out. Kason Wallace wide open right corner 3. Can't get it to go down. Wembanyama with the rebound. And they get it over to Vassell. Vassell has it up top. 13-point lead for the Spurs. 104-91, approaching the halfway point here. And again, the Spurs very, very satisfied running half-court offense here. They don't want to rush anything. They don't want to give the Thunder any more opportunities. Wemby gets it in the corner to Barnes. Back to Wemby. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Goes up. Gets the layup. Looking for a foul. No foul called, but they get the timeout for the Thunder. Wembanyama upset, getting tripped up, hitting the floor hard. Wants the foul call as he got the layup to go. But either way, it's going to be a timeout for the Thunder. And it's 106-91, a 15-point lead for the Spurs. And it looks like they have the Thunder's number. Oh, my goodness. AB said, so what did San Antonio figure out? San Antonio figured out that if you have a 7'6" alien, that you could just kind of throw it to him and good things will happen. I think that's what they figured out against the Thunder. That is the special way to beat the Thunder, is just have a 7'6" alien on your team who can just break their defense whenever. But realistically, look, multiple ball handlers who can break the perimeter pressure that the Thunder can apply. And then just have a 7'6" alien to clean up any other mess you have. You know, that's it. That's all it takes. All it takes to beat this Thunder team. News Basics said Spurs can't drive and kick out. Spurs can. They can't drive and kick out. Spurs can protect the paint. And 3, I think the Spurs are pretty good at driving and kicking. That's part of the reason why you have Champagny and Barnes out there, and Vassell. I think that's kind of like the bread and butter of how they get their offense going. I mean, the Thunder can't drive and kick. I feel like Thunder have done a great job of driving and kicking. The issue is that Caruso's 1 for 10 from 3. Kason Wallace just missed like 3 or 4 threes in a row. Lou Dort has been fine. SGA settled for a couple of pull-up threes. They've done a great job of driving and kicking. They just haven't hit anything. Caruso has it up top. He's being guarded by Cornette. They purposely have given Caruso wide open look after wide open look tonight. They are just not concerned with him. He has it up top, attacking to his right, all the way to the basket. Scoop with the right hand, can't get it to go, but he draws the foul on Cornette. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. There's him not settling for the open 3, attacking that lane. Darren, let's go Spurs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we are. Spurs have the best defense other than the Thunder. True. The Flea said nice balance scoring. 15, 19, 17, 10, and 25 for Fox. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. Wemby off the court now, by the way, with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We are at the halfway point exactly here in the fourth. Caruso made the first one. Caruso goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. 14-point game, 6 minutes to go. Vassell will bring it down. They get over to De'Aaron Fox, who's back in. Fox bringing it down. Has it on the left wing, pulls it all the way back up top. Got the quickness advantage, so Dort playing off him a little bit. They swing it over to Vassell. Vassell attacking behind the back, attacking SG off the bounce, hands it off to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by J-Dub. Attacking to his left, step back straightaway 3 for Barnes. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for it. Cornette knocks it over to Harper, who gets fouled by Caruso. First of all, Cornette, great job battling on the glass, but I'm impressed Harper was able to grab that and in the same motion, swing and go up and try to get the layup. Caruso ends up fouling him. Harper at the foul line for 2 free throws now. Rubius Cesar, what's up, Rubius? How many points does SGA have? SGA, I believe, has 20 points still. 20 points for SGA, 12 for J-Dub. Harper knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. News Basic says Spurs will play physical versus the Thunder. BS hacker defense. Multiple ball handlers is how you obviously attack this Thunder defense as best as possible. Harper knocks down both free throws, 5:30 to go. Caruso has it up top. And the Spurs are resorting into a 2-3 zone here. You get over to Dort. Dort swings through to his left, driving it down, stops, kicks it out. Caruso, a left wing 3. Caruso knocks that one down. Now Caruso wants to make some shots. Back to 12, though. Not insurmountable. More than enough time to make this comeback happen. Some full court pressure coming out from the Thunder. Fox has it up top, attacking to his left. Coming to his left still, off a Cornette screen. Stop, step back, fall away. Mid-range jumper off the back rim, can't get it to go. Caruso comes flying in for the rebound. He's trying to give this team energy, and he's doing it. It's a 12-point game. See if the Thunder can mount a little bit of a comeback here. SGA crosses over to his right, down the lane, stops, throws up the floater, banks it in. SGA cuts it to 10. Steph Castle to the scores table now. Fox bringing it down. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Dort. Directing traffic. They get it over to... No, he throws it away. J-Dub picks it up. J-Dub rushing it down the other end. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Can't get his tip. Barnes with the rebound. Tough transition there for Jalen Williams. My goodness, brother. You got to get a layup there. Barnes has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. And a timeout for the Spurs and Mitch Johnson. There's a lot of standing around for the Spurs there. Good timeout for the Spurs. Now Dimitri said, oh my goodness, he made a three, Caruso for MVP. He might be. If they end up pulling this one out, if they end up getting the comeback, he might be the MVP of the game. After almost giving it away, going 1 for 10 from three-point range earlier. 0 for 9. News Basics said, ethical offense versus hackers. De'Aaron Fox, after an excellent first half, 21 first half points, only 4 in the second half so far, missing a lot of shots now, 11 for 18 from the field. Vassell with only 5, Harper with 12, Barnes with 15, Cornette with 6. After this timeout, we'll probably see Wemby. We saw Castle at the scores table. So we know he's probably going to be checking in here. We did see, we saw Castle at the scores table, so he's going to be checking in. I'm sure about that. We'll probably see Wemby checking in as well. MJW Squad. What's up, MJ? Need SGA to pass RQ to hit my parlay? Not sure what that means, brother. Not sure what the RQ is supposed to mean. But Steph Castle and Wembanyama both checking in here. Harper coming out. Want a veteran presence out there for sure. A steadier hand. Splackavilli? What's up, Splack? I need Castle to get back in and score one more time. He probably will. He's back in. Fox has it up top, spins to his right against Caruso, stops to the basket, layup, got it to go. De'Aaron Fox. Against Caruso, against Dort, didn't matter. Got his way to the basket. 110-98. Caruso has it up top. They get it over to SGA. SGA dancing with it, coming to his left off a Caruso screen, driving it down against Wemby. They kick it up top to Dort. Dort a straightaway 3, deep one. Throws up an air ball and it goes out of bounds. I love the green light that these OKC guards have, but I don't know if a 32-footer from Lou Dort, lightly contested, is the shot I want with SGA on the floor. Steph Castle blows past Dort, and Dort just reaches in and fouls him. Foul on the floor. Spurs will inbound it. They get it into Castle. Castle up top being guarded by Caruso. Coming to his right up the Wemby screen. Pump fake. They get it over to Barnes. Now Barnes out of the left corner, attacking against Holmgren. Flips it up with the left hand. Can't bank it in. Good defense from Holmgren. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. 3:25 to go. SGA dancing with it. Crosses over to his left. Inside pass to Caruso. Mishandled the pass. Forced to pull it back out as Wemby was standing in the paint. Caruso fires up a 3 over Wemby. Caruso in and out. Can't get it to stay. Castle with a nice strong rebound, and the Spurs will bring it down. They have a 12-point lead with 3 minutes to go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by J-Dub. Coming to his right off of Vassell screen. SGA switched on to him. Castle, step back, pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. Fall away jumper. Got it. Castle's tough all the way over SGA. My goodness. SGA bringing it down now, being guarded by Castle. Crosses over to his left. Pull up 3 for SGA. Comes up short on it, can't get it to go. Vassell chasing down the loose ball rebound. And again, Spurs very comfortable playing slow half-court offense here. They want the time to tick down as much as possible. Castle has it up top, dancing with it against Dort. They swing it over to Vassell. Vassell being guarded by Wemby. They lob it into Wemby. Wemby swings through to his right, down the lane, gets stripped, dives for it, saves it out. Barnes, deep left corner 3 at the buzzer, in and out. Stays out. Holmgren with the rebound. Time not on their side. They're approaching the 2-minute mark, and they're down by 14. Holmgren has it up top. SGA slow to get up and slow to get back. Now he's back. Dort has it up top. They do a good job denying him the ball, denying SGA the ball. So now they get it to J-Dub. J-Dub swings it out to Caruso. They run him off the line. Caruso down the lane, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws with just under 2 minutes to go now. Whew. News Basic said this game makes up for the Cowboys not covering. Unfortunate for the Cowboys. AP said, across the bridge into the town where you will find the castle. Steph Castle is not even slowly He's becoming one of my favorite players in the league to watch. I loved watching him last year, but he just feels like he's in year 4 or 5 this season instead of year 2. Like, he feels like he's years ahead of where he should be. He's great. Obviously, we all know he's good, but my goodness, is he just like a steadying hand for this team? Which you should not be as a second-year player, right? Caruso knocks down both free throws. It's a 12-point lead. Castle bringing it down against J-Dub. Castle has it up top. They lob it into Wemby. Wemby high post being guarded by Caruso. Coming to his right. Hands it off to Fox. Fox, pass fake. Caruso goes flying. Fox hands in the air. Gets fouled by Dort. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Caruso is just selling out on every play to try to make something happen. That time burned him. Fox was able to just blow past him easily. He's going to the foul line for 2 now on a foul from Dort. You know, if I'm Caruso there, I just want to switch. Just switch it. Switch it. Allow Dort to guard Wemby there. And it looks like the Thunder are waving the white flag. It's over. It's over. SGA coming out. Brooks Barnheiser is in. Kenrich Williams in for J-Dub. Aaron Wiggins in for Holmgren. Carlson is in for Dort. And they're waving the white flag. The Thunder lose their 4th game in 5 games. Their 4th out of 5. They waved the white flag. Zane, my man Zane, what's up, Zane? And Spurs exposed the Thunder once again. LOL, love to say it. Lloyd Bonafide, what's up, Lloyd? Thunder had the most to offer without losing anything crazy for Giannis. True. But they would effectively have to completely reconfigure their offense, which is a lot, considering they just won a championship playing exactly this way. But this game is over. They have their bench guys in, and the Thunder turn it over. Fox will bring it down now. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Wiggins. And the Spurs call a timeout. This will likely get all the Spurs guys out of the game now with a minute to go. 1:12 exactly. My goodness. Darren said everyone's leaving. Yeah, this one's over. My goodness. Rubius said Spurs have the kryptonite for OKC. Whatever it is, I don't think OKC wants to see them in a 7-game series. I'll tell you that. Not after these 3 games. It's not like they were all super close. Spurs took a belt to them. And also, Wemby's been doing this on limited minutes as well. Lloyd Bonafide said Spurs are different this year. It's a matchup problem for OKC. I do think that's exactly what it is, Lloyd. I think it's an absolute matchup problem for OKC. The size of Wemby, the size of Cornette, along with the shooting of Barnes and Champagny, along with the physicality of Castle, of Johnson, the quickness of Fox and Vassell and Castle, I think just really gives them a ton of issues, right? Like, the Thunder are used to playing a physical brand of basketball, specifically with their perimeter defense. And that just doesn't really bother the Spurs, right? So it's kind of kryptonite to how they want to sort of match up with teams. They want to beat you up physically. They want to beat your guards and your ball handlers up. And Fox and Castle and Vassell, they just doesn't really bother them, right? They're just too quick. They're too athletic. They're too good at ball handlers. They're too smart. Dylan Harper, I didn't even mention Dylan Harper as well, is another big ball handler. McLaughlin fires up a 3 and splashes it. We'll stay here for the final minutes because we're under a minute to go now, so might as well. I hope this ends up being another 20-point victory for the Spurs. Aaron Wiggins driving it down. And guess what? The Detroit Pistons are 1 game away. They're 1 game behind the Thunder for the best record in the league. Brandon Carlson gets an easy 2-handed slam. The Flea said, bring me extra joy knowing we whooped the Spurs. Matchup thing. Lindy Waters fires a 3, can't get it to go. Here come the Thunder, 117-102, 30 seconds to go. Kenrich Williams will fire away the straightaway 3, can't get it to go. Sohan with the rebound. What happened to Jeremy Sohan? My goodness, he's no longer part of the rotation. He's playing end of the game bench minutes, garbage time. Not a good look for Jeremy Sohan. And the Spurs will dribble out the basketball, and that's going to be it. Gigi said, no Zebras on their payroll. They got exposed. Yeah. I think that Minnesota game was a little bit of the boiling point for the 29 other teams playing against OKC. Like, you can't keep letting them hack away, man. You can't. That's it. The Thunder will inbound it, and 117 to 102 is our final score here. We can look real quick at the box scores: 29 for Fox, 19 for Castle, 8 for 11 from the field for Castle as well. Wow. One more here. There we go. Keldon Johnson, 9 off the bench. Julian Champagny played 20 minutes. Didn't score. 0 for 3 from three-point range, but I thought played pretty good defense. 5 boards as well. Rebounded well. Wembanyama, 19 points off the bench, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, stealing a block for Wemby. Dylan Harper, 12 points for him off the bench. He was great. 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. My bad. For Dylan Harper, again, all the ball handling that the Spurs have in order to handle this OKC pressure from the perimeter just works completely against the way OKC wants to play defense. I think it is their kryptonite. I don't think they want to see them in a 7-game series. It's going to be fun come playoff time. I hope they do match up in a playoff series. Chet Holmgren with only 10 tonight. Rough outing for him. SGA with 22. He made sure he got that 20, I'll tell you that. J-Dub with only 12. Another rough night for Jalen Williams. My goodness. Lou Dort with 8. Not knocking down the 3. We went over Caruso being absolutely horrendous from three-point range. Took 12 shots. He took 13 shots, 12 of them from 3. That is not Alex Caruso's game. He ended up with 12 points. 2 for 12 from three-point range is what he ended up with. Kendrick Williams with 8. Isaiah Joe with 5. Wiggins with 5. Wallace with 5. There's not enough off the bench. They really missed A.J. Mitchell. Jackson said, are you streaming the Warriors game? We are not. This is our last game for now. I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate you guys. Eric said you're the go. Appreciate you, Eric. Appreciate you, man. I'm going to end it now. I have the update. With all of the new channel members we have. Thank you, everybody, for all of the very generous donations and the super chats and the channel memberships you guys have handed out today. Thank you. We will be back for one more game today. We will be back at 10:30 for the late night game. But we did the Knicks game. Knicks versus Cavs. We did the San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder game. Now, go hang out with your families. It is a holiday. It is Christmas Day. We have a couple more games on. We have 2 more games in between. We will be back for the late game, 10:30. It is already up. You can go and check it out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, shout out to all of the channel members. Appreciate y'all. Again, this list is going to have to be updated mightily so far tonight. The Spurs ended up pulling it out 117-102. Seemingly have the number of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Incredible Christmas morning. You guys have been incredibly generous, not only with your time, but with your support, supporting the channel, supporting each other, supporting the community. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Zane Pollock said Nuggets versus Timberwolves will be insane. I already know. I hope so. I know the Thunder are lacking with some of their starters. They're down 3 starters. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic have a lot of heavy lifting to do, but it should still be a fun game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Those 2 teams always go at it. With that being said, the dog catcher now, Dimitri the Fleas, Manuel Mercado, AP, Justin, what's up, Justin? OKC Poser fans left the building. Zane Pog, appreciate you, Gardner Mar, appreciate you guys. We will be back later tonight, so I'll see you guys then.